to go away. I got to go away. My little herb stock. Because I like reggae music, but this is rebel music. Rebel music. Be a rebel. Rebel music. Say something people don't say. Say something. That's Bob Marley. Rebel music. That's not Bob Marley. That's crazy. That's that crazy dude drink. Way too much damn coffee. Come on, everybody. I'm talking about rapid new climate change. Invite the climate changers. I need to talk to them for a minute. I was having a thought and I was thinking, who's calling me from Texas? Why y'all come? Stop calling me. I ain't answering the phone. I'm trying to talk about the Rapa Nui. Because the Rapa Nui can't talk for themselves. I want to talk about climate change for a second. Ooh, good morning, everybody. Am I ready? Let me see. I shared it. I put it, it's public so you can see it because I don't hide nothing. You get to know everything about me for the most part. Rebel music. That's right, Jasmine. Rebel music. That's right. That's right. I love that song. Anyway, be a rebel. Be a rebel. Don't be a febble. Don't be a pebble. Don't be a febble. A fake rebel is a febble. Reminds me of that song. What's that song where the gangster for tricks or something for tricks? How does that song go? I don't listen to music. Hey, look, Kim Jackson back now. Kim Jackson, welcome back. How that song go? Rebel for tricks, rebel for kicks, fake rebels, febbles. Don't be a febble, be a rebel. Say something other people don't say. I love my friends on Facebook. I gotta post something. Ooh, Lord, I don't know if I really want to post this, to be honest with you. You know I love my friends on Facebook because they're open-minded and they're not faking rebels. Well, no, some of them, no, that's all right. That's a lie. That is a lie. We got some febbles here. We love y'all to death, but we got some febbles. They faking that rebel stuff. I know people that wait for me to cave, like he gonna go vote again. He's just saying that he's really gonna cave in. Nope. As long as the bombs are falling, sorry. As long as they got secrecy, nope. I was telling the sister. Oh wait a minute, hang on. I'm already running my mouth. Woo, get excited. I'm not even ready yet. I'm not even ready. Dang it. I was telling the sister the other day, or yesterday, this morning. I don't even remember. We had so many great conversations. For me, it's principle. It's principle. If you got secrets, I don't need to vote for you. I don't. And let me ask y'all a question. Those of y'all who getting out there voting, because I love y'all to death. I do. Let me ask you a question. The people you're voting for, would they let your daughter marry their son? Would they let your son marry their son? Would they let your daughter marry their daughter? Would let your daughter marry their son? Are you dirty? Are you in their class? I'm asking that question because I grew up in the shadow of a country club, and I'm gonna let you know, you're filth. You're filthy, you're dirty, you stank, you po. They don't want that to rub off on their children. What is the long-term effect of voting for people that don't even think your children are human enough to marry their children? What's the long-term effect of that? I think that's a bad idea. I don't think you should vote for somebody that would not let your child marry their child. It's a bad idea to let them run the world. How about that? It's a bad idea to let them determine all the projects around the world. Did y'all like climate changes? Are they here? Climate change, y'all in the house? Where the climate change at? Ooh, let me see if YouTube will work this morning. I was trying to get y'all going this morning. I'm naughty. I'm just naughty. They don't really like, oh Lord. That's right, this is a new process. Hang on. I'm gonna try to bring YouTube back in the house. I'm giving y'all a moment. Go ahead and invite the climate change because I need to talk to them for a minute. We need to talk about wood change and the Rapa Nui and Easter Island. We need to talk about wood change and we'll talk about climate change. I have some new theories. You know, we have friends and we say, oh, Mama Earth, and Mama Earth loves us, Mama Earth, and this is our home, and this is our, I'm starting to think it ain't the truth. I'm just starting to think that's fake news. I'm starting to think the Earth don't even want us. I'm starting to think that we don't even belong here. I'm starting to think a lot of things. I don't think the Earth love you. I don't. I know, that's wrong, because most of my friends are hippie, and they're just, oh, Mama Earth. Gaia, light and energy and love, and let's dance naked in the woods in the Garden of Eden and rub juju berries and everywhere. Mama Earth loves us. We're all connected. I think we're all connected, but I don't think I'm Earth your mama. I think to Earth, we are a house guest, and Earth is kind of saying, hey, listen, for real. For real though, I didn't invite you to the party. We having a party. You know, like how you're sitting at a party and it's obvious that, let me turn the volume down. You're sitting at a party and it's obvious that you're the only one that believe the things you do, to do the things you do, and everybody else wants you to go home. Everybody's mixing and mingling and maxing and talking and sharing drinks and everything and talking snacks and making lies up with each other, and you over there by yourself, nobody want to talk to you. What animals talk to humans? Let me ask you that question. What animals do the rocks, do the monkeys, do the birds, the bees, the whales, the wolves? Does any of them talk to you? The crickets with the laser on the back? That was crazy from yesterday. Do any animals talk to y'all? Do they love you? Do you fit in? Because I think Earth is a party. It was a big party, and Mama Earth made a whole bunch of species, and we were not one of them. I think we got a lot of what we have from Mama Earth and what she did make, but we done had some modifications in the ancient past. Started all the religions. But that's a whole nother theory. I don't think Earth wants y'all here. I don't think it does. I don't think you're sustainable. I don't think you fit in. And even if you do fit in, I don't think it's gonna let you stay. I think we got to go. I believe now, let me see, you got flat Earth theory. I believe in Easter Island Earth theory. That's what I think. Easter Island Earth theory. If you would have, can you call a Rapa Nui? Because that's the people from Easter Island. Can you call them today? Can you text them? Can you email them? Can you talk to them? They were on an island like an Earth. And they were given some projects to do. As the story goes, building some statues. And I like this statue right here because this is one of the old ones. This is one of the original ones. The ones made of basalt, not the crap coral and the other ones, the ones that they put all over the island. These were the original ones, the ones that Britain stole. Britain in the house. Britain! Y'all get them the statue back. The early mamas, the early Moai. The ones that came from the quarry that's under the water now, letting you know that the first Moai didn't come from Easter Island people, wasn't the Polynesians and the Rapa Nui, but we're gonna talk about the Rapa Nui because that's a whole nother conversation. So they were put on this project to make these statues because they found some old statues from some ancient cultures that went extinct. They didn't think about why they went extinct. They just made the statues, and the government got them on some projects. Because that's the government, the king, right? The king got them on a project of putting some statues up. So they had to cut down a whole lot of trees to put up a whole lot of statues. How did that work out? And then, you know what? I think back then there were people who were like, yo, we got plenty of trees. Let's keep cutting. And you got the other side back then. It's probably like, no, we need to have wood change tax. Then we got wood change. Wood change is happening because the wood is changing, and it's not as much wood and force around here as it used to be. You got one side something really silly and ignorant, the other side silly and ignorant. And I think you probably have about 4 Rapa Nuis kind of like, yo, we need to go. 4 of them that, you know, they didn't let the government, the king and Lord like stage their arguments, and they decided, you know what, one side saying something really ignorant, the other side saying something really ignorant. How come we're on an island with an explosive population? Because monkeys always trying to take the dang-a-langs and stick them in holes and making more monkeys. And we're depleting resources and the depleting wood. Maybe we shouldn't stay here. And I think you had a very few people, probably about 7 of them, probably made a boat. We're gonna let Ignicide A fight to stay here, Ignicide B fight to stay to tax it into not changing. And you had wise people who were like, you know what? I don't think this island really wants us here. I think this island, it goes through explosions in population and then destroys. I think, or perhaps we were a cancer. We landed on the island coming from Polynesia. The people that was here before us that made the original Moai, they all gone. Maybe we can't exist on an island with limited resources and explosive population. Maybe we can't exist on a planet with an explosive population and limited resources. Maybe we got to go. And I think they left. I think they might have left. And everybody else died. That's why you can't call it a Rapa Nui, because they taxed wood change. Half the side didn't believe the wood was changing, the other side wanted to tax it, And I just think the island was like, I don't really care what y'all do. I didn't invite you. I didn't invite you, and you're gonna die if you stay. I mean, the other question for the climate change is if you actually tax climate change and it stops change, you tax all the poor people, they pay more taxes, and the climate says, you know what, the earth says, you know what, I ain't gonna change no more, I'm sorry. I know I'm a little condescending. It's fun to think about it though, because I like questions that other people don't ask. What if the earth decides that, you know what, I've been doing this climate changing thing for damn near a couple billion years. You know what? You tax the poor people. I get that. I'm not gonna do this no more. I'm gonna stop. The earth stopped being organic. It stopped going through its normal cycles how it does, where the humans don't get to live here. We still gonna get killed by the comets. We still got pole shifts. We still got magnetic pole shifts. We still got just depopulation from species and viruses and super volcanoes and zombies. These things happen, people. So even if you stop the climate from changing, you still gonna die. So I don't understand why you want to tax the poor people to stay. You got to go. It's like Easter Island. You got to make a boat and get the hell out of Dodge. Bye, Felicia. Let me show you this boat. This is the boat I like right here. Y'all see this boat right here? This is a boat that people made a long time ago. They decide, ooh, is that YouTube? I think YouTube popped up for a minute. Google doesn't like me. See, they made the boat right. Y'all know that's a boat. You can make a boat and you can get on the boat and get the hell off the island. Some people are picking that up. Other people aren't picking it up. They're going with the politicians' talking point. We've got to stop changing the climate. I even saw a TED Talk where someone said something about, it was talking about how we can reverse climate change. I was like, oh, wow, damn, y'all good. Damn, y'all didn't know what water is. Y'all can reverse climate change. You know what? I don't want to see, I do want to see y'all do that. I want to see you stop Earth from being Earth. I want to see it from space. I don't want to see it from down here. Wait a minute, YouTube, it blinked. Did y'all see that? That might have been YouTube coming back in the house. I see, this is a new thing. And damn it, YouTube, I'm fighting for y'all. I'm fighting. Google does not like me. It is not interested in whatever I got to say. This is domestic terrorism. You got state-sponsored sides. And if you don't take one of those sides, you just have all kind of problems, consequences, repercussions, and everything. But that's what I think. I think we should talk about wood change on Easter Island. Because if you don't understand wood change on Easter Island, you'll have no idea what the hell to do on Earth in some sort of a climate change situation. I think that we weren't invited to the party. Nobody's talking to us at the party. We don't even fit in at the party. And I think that we're being given it's time for y'all to go. It's time for y'all to get on now. That's what I think. So I haven't watched the debates. I'm not even interested. I'm not interested in the people who are causing climate change, helping you to tell you how to stop climate change. That's kind of where my mind is at. Never mind, that's Oak Island. Oh, okay. No, Megs, what are you talking about? Megs, we don't need you on Oak Easter Island. Ain't no lions out there. Megs is the stare at the lion girl. She's the one, if you go on the Serengeti, you gotta take Megs with you. Because she gonna stare at the lion. She gonna stop it from trying to eat you. Oh, look at the girl, like YouTube is back. I'm so excited. I'm just so easy to please. I thank everybody. Thank Google God. Thank you, Google God. I gotta post something. Speaking of being happy, I was a little too happy last night. Let me ask y'all a question. Is it just, no, it wasn't me, it's my friend. I'm gonna say this for my friend, because my friend asked me to ask this question. My friends asked, is it just men? Is it just men who, they wake up, you know how you wake up in the morning, you got like a great night's sleep. You're dreaming and like the drool and like boogers in your eye, like that great sleep, that good sleep. You wake up in the morning and you feel so relieved. Whew. Good morning, Earth. Then you remember that you had that dream, you were standing over the urinal. And your whole life shattered. It's just, man, I'm asking for my friend. I'm asking, that's why I got to post on my Facebook right now. Cause I'm asking for a friend. Do women do that too? Do y'all got some sort of muscles and something to kind of keep the urine change? Is that wet bed change? Nah, I'm just trying to say, cause as kids, you pee in the bed cause you're coward, you're scared, nightmares, stuff like nightmares. But as adults, as men, it's that damn dream. Oh, that dream, it's a curse of a dream. I'm telling man secrets right now. I'm letting you got a husband or boyfriend or something. When that dream get them, you know what? Send them to go pee every night before y'all get into bed. If you got a man that's having some issues, it's not because he's scared of anything. It's not because he had a nightmare. It's because he drank too much water and had that damn dream. It's vivid as hell too. I didn't had that dream. And I ain't gonna tell you no more than that. I didn't had that dream. And you're standing over that thing, you just wake up in the morning, you feel so good, feel so relieved, like the whole world is, everything's all right, you know. Like, damn it, I was standing over a lake. I was standing over, all right, I'm done with that. I gotta post that. I post questions on Facebook, I got all kind of questions. I don't have no answers. You wanna go find somebody with answers, I'm not the right one. I got a bunch of questions. My question today is, what the hell happened to the Rapa Nui? And how do we stop it from happening to us? First of all, you stop the government that's telling you to build the statues, that's killing off all the wood, that's gonna kill you later. You stop the government that's got the secrets. You stop the government that's got you at work today. You stop the government that's got you flipping burgers at McDonald's, destroying the climate. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all, I know some friends that are actually fighting climate change. I got a few of them. I got about 20 or so of them. They're actually fighting climate. I listen to everything they get. When we want, I don't know why I'm stuttering today. It's the weirdest thing. When somebody talks about climate change, I always look at who they are, what's going on in their life. Let me see if you, because I want to know if you want me to fight climate change. This is how politics works in America. I don't know how it works in your country. In my country, like, I need you to be the change that we need to be. Excuse me? Let's stop with the politics, man. I'm gonna get more people and I'm gonna vote and make you be the change in the world. I know a few friends fighting climate change. They don't have no power, they don't have no water, they're not tied into infrastructure. It's called off-grid. They don't live in a McMansion, they don't drive a BMW, they don't drive a Benz, they usually live on a farm. A lot of them live in foreign countries. They're fighting climate change. They're not faking the funk, they believe it. Other people, it's just politics. That's why I don't take it too seriously. People get upset. Yeah, what did the guy tell me the other day? He said, you're more destructive than helpful. I was gonna be on your thread, but you're just destructive. Yes, I am destructive. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to destroy stuff. That's what the human brain is. You're supposed to come here, think of stuff other people ain't thinking of, that's not in the mainstream media, and say it, and be destructive, and just sit back and survey your destruction. And I like to destroy things, so yeah. Climate change is a hoax. Hashtag Donald Trump is right. Climate change is a hoax. I'm sorry, the way it's being delivered and from the human on earth perspective, it is a hoax. We have to go. We need to make a battle star, take that TR-3B patent-free energy technology, make a big mega ship and get the hell out of Dodge, or we all gonna die. We gonna go the way of the Rapa Nui. Somebody gonna come and find the Statue of Liberty like, oh. And here we are, start making a whole bunch of statues of liberties all over the United States because we're worshiping the gods that made that. And then they go extinct. And I think we need to stop the extinction cycle. I think we need to stop the stupid cycle. That's what I kind of think. All right, I posted that. Boom, boom, boom. Let me bring up the comments. I know Bofine on here crying like, you ain't the comments. You don't read the comments. Brother, I'm living my unique life. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds good. So yeah, if you're living in a McMansion, I'm not, if I know where you, don't tell me where you live. If you want to talk to me about climate change, don't tell me where you live. Don't do that. Don't tell me the car that you drive. Don't tell me where you shop. Let me know that you live off grid, you believe it, and you got yourself a tiny house and you're trying to make it tinier. Okay? Those are the only people fighting climate change. Everybody else is faking the funk. That just, they're what was that we were singing her rebel music? The Febbles. They're the fake rebels. They're just climate changer fighters for kicks. I love that song. I don't know how it became so damn popular. It's just like I'm a phony for kicks. Anyway, Gerard, the friendly destroyer. I want to destroy, Courtney. I think you got to destroy things because it's weird. It's just weird. It's so weird. We live in a world where the people who actually make all the damn decisions, they don't even appear on the TV. They own the TV, but they'll never be on TV. And everybody's yelling and screaming about the people. Yeah, you got people got divorces over who the next U.S. president is. And I'm like, people, they don't actually make the decisions. Money does. You know that and I know that. You just wanted a divorce and you used the president election as an excuse. You just never really liked Michael anyway to begin with. That's what that was about. That had nothing to do with Donald Trump. He's right about that. It's a hoax. My goal is to have a tiny, mine too, Christine. Christine wants a tiny house, so do I. Because I believe in climate change, Christine. I do. I believe in climate change, not from the people that's changing the climate, but I believe in it from the perspective that Earth is not my mama. My mama, she live in Maryland. And I got a couple mamas online, but my mama not the Earth. The Earth want to murder me. The Earth is a psychopath. It's an organic psychopath. It's an organic psychopath that has a cycle. And you try to stay here, you're going to die. You don't make a battle star and get the hell out of die. You don't make a boat and get off of Easter Island. The kings and the lords that are changing the climate of Easter Island going to murder all y'all. So, yeah. Destruction is a form of creation. Yes! Yo, go on, Ty. Ty's Furious Jewelers. You got to keep changing his name. Because Ty's not allowed to be on Facebook. Jay, you ain't supposed to be on here. You ain't supposed to be on here, Ty. You ain't supposed to. I'm gonna call. Let me call Facebook right now. I'm gonna call. I got a Facebook number. Yes, it is. You gotta destroy to create. You know what? There is a scripture. I like going through the scriptures because I love religion and science. The only place you can go where both the disciplines tell you that you ain't never gonna know, and they know every damn thing. They know everything. They want to tell you everything. They want to rule everything. They want to buy the government, make the laws, design the earth. They both of their disciplines tell you ain't the religion is never settled. God said that you got a monkey brain. God said your brain is finite. You ain't never gonna figure this out. And science said it's never settled. You ain't never gonna figure it out. And no matter how deep you go, it's always gonna be a deeper level you don't understand. But both of them understand everything now. They know every damn thing. It's like a cold war between religion and science. And they're like fighting each other. They're gonna murder us fighting. It's like a cold war between the nations. Ty, you got me going, I forgot what I was gonna say. It's a scripture that says, what did Ty say? Destruction is a form of creation. Oh my gosh. You know what? You done got me because the whole religion, the whole religion side, it's so funny to me. I think it's the same thing. I think God is a scientist and people just don't want to say that. A scientist we ain't never met, probably never gonna meet. And God is inside in some sort of way that we can't figure it out and describe. Destruction is a form of creation. Oh, right. So there's a scripture that says, it's right there. It's coming. I know y'all hadn't heard that before. All right, I don't know how much coffee I had. No, it's right there, Ty. Hang on, wait. Destruction is a form of creation. There's a scripture that said, God meant it for good and Satan meant it for evil. That's what it says. God meant it for good, Satan meant it for evil. That good and bad of this, there's a relationship, there's a causality timeline relationship. We call something bad initially, and it ends up being good. We call something good initially, ends up being bad. You go on that date, met that guy fine as hell, the woman fine as hell, all kind of beautiful stuff. You think it's gonna be a wonderful thing. You so happy, excited, call your mama, get ready to, want to get married, tell them on the first date. It ends up with the popo. It ends up with the police and divorce and crying kids and fighting. You meet them, and it's things that we think sometimes are bad end up being good. You meet somebody on Facebook, they crash all your narrative. They just ruin your life because you had your whole life mapped out. You're gonna live in a McMansion and cause climate change, but tell everybody you need to fight climate change and drive your SUV. And then they ruin it, but it ends up being good for you down the road, right? Destruction is a form of creation, but everything's in a cycle, right? Keeps going round and round. That's why, one thing Ty said that everybody need to listen to, which was beautiful. You need to read your scriptures. And Ty is not a religious person. Read your scriptures, because the ancient people tried to tell you something and you wasn't listening. And you're not reading it because you're fighting the religious people, and you understand that they're lost in dogma like the scientists, the scientists, and you just need to read the scripture and you need to read the science, both of them, same time. You don't need to be left nor right. You need to be hot nor cold. You need to be lukewarm. That's the juicy spot. You gotta hit the spot. It's a G spot. You don't hit the spot, you're gonna waste time. You don't hit the spot. Go find do no means. That man crazy. That man, that bad. Don't have to. Man, like this is crazy means. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, brother Mark is in the house. The low budget assassin from the Vietnam War. Always wondered if I can comment from here. Good point. Well, Mark, you always comment from Facebook. Are you talking about YouTube. Mark, are you on Facebook? You on Facebook all the time. What you eating you with Daniel? You eating the mushrooms, man? You mean from YouTube? Go to YouTube, brother. You might be on Facebook thinking it's you, but no, YouTube start with a U and end with a 2. I'm sorry, I'm just playing. I love Brother Mark. Brother Mark Johns is off the hook. If y'all don't follow him, y'all should follow him. He's got a wonderful message. Says a lot of deep things. That's what you have to do when people are spouting out about loud political agenda, what's their angle, and more importantly, who they're listening to. Where do they get their info? Absolutely, Trish. Absolutely. And who are they? What are they doing? You fighting climate change? Are you quitting your job? You trying to make less money? Are you trying to move into a off-grid community house and grow your own vegetables and herbs and tomatoes and peppers and grind up your stevia to make your sugars? Are you? No, you're just going to elections and watching talking points, cheering debates, posting on Facebook, living in a McMansion. So I need to know where you got your information and what are you doing? Because you know what? Because the best leaders make the best, wait a minute, I'm gonna say it the wrong way. How'd that quote go? The best leaders make the best followers, right? If you doing it, if you following your own funk, then I might follow your funk too. But if you ain't following your own funk, I'm not following your politician's funk. I'm not, because they funky. They need to wash their feet. I'm not gonna follow your politician's funk because they funky, all of them. I'm just gonna read comments today so both of them don't get pissed off at me. Hey, Sandra. Sandra Weiss in the house. Good morning, Christ Henderson. Ho, ho. Oh, Christ, so funny. Oh, I just want to say your business so out loud. I just, you know friends and you know stuff about what's going on. You just want to say their business. So you know you can't do that. I don't know why people tell me stuff they do. People trust me. Y'all shouldn't trust me. But anyway, I'm not going to say your business. I just think some funny things happen. I want to share them with the community and the family. They go Crystal inbox right now is ping, bing, 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 bing. What happened? What happened, girl? What happened? All right, I'm sorry. I know I'm getting in trouble because it involves multiple people. I'm not one of them. I'm not in the drama. But anyway, sometimes things happen, Machiavelli. It just sometimes things happen. My goal is to have a tiny house. Yes, Christine. Everybody's goal fighting climate change need to have a tiny house. If your goal is not to have a tiny house like Christine Wins, do not say anything to Christine Wins about no damn climate change. You're wasting your time. That woman is not faking the funk. She's trying to make it funky. And you just funking up the house. And that's why I think Earth wants us to go. We funking up the house. It doesn't want us here. It wants us to go. She wants us to leave. Whatever Earth is, man, woman, child, transsexual, transgender, boy, girl, whatever it is. I don't know what Earth is, but Earth is, well, I'm gonna murder you if you stay. Earth is like a cat. Earth is like a cat that grew up to be very big. It's gonna murder you. It's gonna murder you. You thought it was furry and cute and it loved you. And mama and earth and feel the soils. I do it too, but I know everything in that soil want to murder the hell out of me. That soil get in my hand like, ooh, how do I reclaim his energy? There's some fungus in there. How do I get in his lungs and reclaim that energy for my own? Because everything's about reclamation of energy. We need to build a battleship and get the hell out of here. All right, I disagree. Those chemicals kill waterways, cause cancer, stink up the air. The San Jacinto and Trinity rivers were once pristine, toxic soup now. They warn you not to eat the fish out of them. Yeah, what you disagreeing with, Lori? Did somebody say something stupid? Did I say something? I say stupid stuff all the time. That's why I have a great life. I love I laugh at myself all the damn time. Life is hilarious when you can laugh at it. You can't laugh at yourself. Life sucks, don't it? I know, because you can't laugh at it. Because you believe the people that say you need to take yourself too seriously, and you don't listen to the brown man on the internet that says you 98% monkey. Ain't nothing you need to take serious. It's a video of a monkey eating his own pee. Eating his own pee. I posted it. Because that's my job. It's my job to find crazy stuff and post to try to remind you who you are. Everybody getting ready for the 2020 election, and I'm looking for the book called, what's the name of that book? Y'all, somebody say the name of that book. While y'all talking about the election and the base and the talking points of the people murdering all the ecosystems on the earth, both parties, all governments, trying to help you to save yourself. The name of the book is something about how to live in a bunker and recycle your urine. The right ways to do it for dummies. Because that's what I'm gonna need. Y'all keep voting. The apocalypse is right around the corner. It's be like Mad Max. I need to know how to make pee not taste like pee. That's what I need to know. because you Democrats and Republicans. All right. Oh yeah, that was interesting, Jasmine. Somebody who did that, Lori always has some fun stuff. My favorite G quotes, so everybody can laugh at me. That's okay. I laugh at me too. We all gonna die. We all gonna die. It's just about how you live. All right. They want to warn you not to, and that was one thing on that thing that who's that bastard Beaufort. That's what he said. His favorite quote of mine is, "I'm gonna read the comments." You know what, man? Listen, it had nothing to do with me, Beaufort. It's the caffeine. It's caffeine. It's like Daniel on mushrooms. If Daniel was eating mushrooms and you got in the car, Daniel's and mushrooms, would you let him drive? Like, I can drive. You would not get in that damn car. Just let Daniel be Daniel on mushrooms. Let me be me on caffeine. I let you be you on memes. Which, by the way, I have another thought. I don't think crazy people exist. I need y'all to stop with the crazy word. I don't think it exists. I was listening to, it was not Terrence McKenna. I was listening to his little brother, big brother. One didn't die. And I was thinking about alternate realities. Everything's an alternate reality. Because they were talking about Whitley Strieber, right? Whitley Strieber, he take all kind of crazy stuff. People think he's nuts and crazy. I don't think anybody's nuts and crazy. I think that everybody's got a altered consciousness, right? An altered consciousness, because all consciousness has been altered, right? Your brain alters it every damn day. Everything you look at right now, you seeing something different than everybody else, and it's creating your reality. I think everybody didn't have to think like you. Everybody didn't have to think like you. Joe Rogan was getting on his case because of Whitley Strieber was looking at a fly, and he was saying, "It's a man with wings and it's flying." And so Joe don't want to interview him because he says he thinks that the bugs are flying at little men. They might be. You don't know what he sees. You have no idea how his brain works, what neuron connects to what kind of altered things happening, what kind of compounds he ate as a kid. Daniel might have slipped some mushrooms in his burger, and now he's seeing things that you don't see. And we know the string theory is a thing, and there are all different types of multiverses and dimensions and people who are tuned into other dimensions, and you not, and just because you not, you want to tell him that he's crazy. I don't think crazy exists. I think that we are all very, very different, and we should be. I think it's sustainable when we're all very, very different, and we accept that difference in everybody else. Don't tell me I got YouTube fixed and y'all ain't got nothing to say. Y'all better say something deep. I done went through all that this morning. I done gave up eating breakfast this morning. Don't lie, G, you don't never eat breakfast. That's true. But I didn't eat breakfast. I might have wanted to eat breakfast, but I was trying to fix YouTube. Y'all better say something deep today. Woohoo, you found the YouTube solution. Yes, I did, Citizen Dev. Now blow us away with something powerful. The Earth is an organic psychopath. Yes, it is. Y'all need to quote Christ on that. Christ, or did I say that? I don't know who said that, but that's what Earth is. Earth wants to murder you, and you need to live like Earth wants to murder you. Don't live like you want to just be sustainable and live on Earth forever. Earth doesn't care what you want to do, okay? All the sustainable people who came before us, they all gone. Is Susan here? Ask Susan. Susan, what happened to every civilization that's ever existed on this planet? And most of which were sustainable. Oh, they had the herbs, they lived off grid, like Christine had tiny houses made of clay, and oh, they loved each other. All the ancient civilizations, all of them that lived sustainable. And they didn't try to tax the climate. Earth didn't get two dams. Earth and wiped them out, murdered all of them. Only a few of them made it in some caves somewhere. Drank the pee for 20,000 years or 2,020 years, however long it took to repopulate the Earth. Everybody who lives sustainable, Earth done murdered. That's a psychopath. It's like a cat and a mouse. The cat is the Earth and you are the mouse. And when the cat get hungry enough, when enough of this psycho-organic thing happen, you're gonna be in the cat's belly. Doesn't matter how cute you think you are. All right, I was gonna tell y'all a story about yesterday. I'm not gonna do that because y'all gonna get mad at me. I had to kill something. I'm not a hippie. Sometimes you got to kill something. Sometimes you got to kill. I didn't have a rat trap. I didn't have a mouse. I had a mouse problem in my workshop. Okay? I had some seeds. I was growing some seeds so I can eat. Now, mind you, the deer eat a lot of my crops, and so does that damn groundhog. If it's one or two, this one thing, but the workshop, it was not one. I know people don't talk about that. I talk about real stuff. I don't care what's happening in your world. This is what's happening in my world. And so it was my seedlings were disappearing. What the hell's going on? And I realized I saw the little black drops. Oh, whoa, what's under that seed tray? What the hell is that? That's a squeaker. That's what I call them, squeakers. In case anybody over here is just at the grocery store. So I went to the grocery store and I did what most people don't do. They just get it. They don't even think about it. I think about it. I get it and I'll put it between some tissue some cleaner or something kind of put under my arm. You don't see I'm buying mouse traps because people like to judge you in America. In America, everybody has mouse. Everybody, unless you live in a McMansion, you probably ain't got no mouse that ever come in your house. But if you live in a sustainable home, if you live in a tiny house or a cabin, if you live in a clay structure, earthen house, or anything that's not destroying the damn planet while you're fighting climate change, you're gonna get some mice in. So I trapped them, but one of them got me. Oh, he got me. I like a good clean kill. I'm not like a cat. I'm not like a tabby cat where I just want to play with it and rip it to shreds and pull out his lungs and blood and goop everywhere. Somebody guinea pig. I'm not like a tabby cat. I'm not a murderous psychopath. Razors, you know. I just like a good clean kill. You know, with the mouse to go, get the cheese. That's it. We're done. That's not what happened. That is not what happened. Oh, the trap went off the wrong. I don't know. He must have been like a mouse like Bofon or somebody. I don't know. Somebody just in an alternate reality. He climbed over the trap the wrong way, so he didn't get his neck. They got him in the back. Oh, I felt so bad. I felt so because he was. You know what? I looked where the trap was supposed to be in the workshop, and the trap wasn't there. For a minute, I was thinking, damn, maybe it's not a mouse. It's a raccoon. I know. I had all these things go through my head, y'all. I live out there a little bit. Sometimes you get a raccoon in your house. You get a little groundhog. One day a groundhog died under my room. Yes, the groundhog. It decided to go under my room, not my kid's room, not the kitchen, the living room, and the garage. So it went under my room and it died under my room. And I was not going under there to get it. I got all kind of stories. So anyway, that thing stank for the longest time. Anyway, the trap, it wasn't where it's supposed to be. And I realized, oh Lord, it probably got his leg or foot. Nope, got his back. And I made the mistake. I looked down at him. Oh, my mice are cute. I know women hate mice. I don't think y'all get something from some cats or something, but mice are cute. They got them little black eyes. He looked up at me. He's like, "Queek, queek, queek, queek. Queek, 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 queek." He had these little black. I'm about to cry. Men cry. Sometimes we cry. He got me. I feel bad. I need to set more traps. I do. I need to be sustainable. He's eating my seedlings, but that thing looked back up at me. He was like, "Queek, queek, queek, queek." I mess up. This is the problem with having a heart. Y'all should be like the Democrats and Republicans. Don't have no damn heart. You need to have ice in your blood. Don't give two damns about yaming, dropping bombs. Because then you could do what you need to do and survive. I can't. I feel so bad. I need to set a few more traps. But then he know my seedlings. But he looked at me. He's like, and his leg was all busted up, back broken. The back part of his body couldn't move. I feel so guilty. I do. I messed up with what are those things called? The groundhogs. That's another one. You just gotta shoot them and eat them. Put them in some soup, whatever you do. Kill them, trap them. Don't look at them. Because groundhog, they're the cutest little things too. I mean, they're like cats. Don't get me wrong. Groundhogs, they got these razor sharp claws, but that's for climbing trees, not ripping open little puppy dogs and chihuahuas and ripping their hearts out, you know? But they a little creepy, but they got their little cute face. Everything is cute on Earth but us. All right, anyway, I'm gonna read comments. That's just my point. That's it for the day. That's it, I'm done. Easter Islands like climate change. They tried to tax wood change and they kept doing exactly what the government wanted to do and they all died. And that's exactly what's gonna happen if you do what these morons want you to do. That's destroying every ecosystem on Earth. You're gonna die and your kids are gonna die and your grandkids are gonna die and everybody's gonna die together. A whole lot of blood, just death and everything. The zombies gonna have plenty of food to eat. Do not listen to the people who cause the problems. They're not even in control. They're not even, the people who run things don't ever go on TV. They own the TV. They own the broadcast to make you stupid enough to go live in a McMansion and fight climate change through 11. I'm just saying. Easter Island was a great example. All right. Kali and the Yuga destruction and creation duality of life. That's it, Christ. That's it. It's just, and it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, it's not good or bad or indifferent. It's an organic cycle. Stupid things die, get reclaimed by the planet, and they feed whatever that comes along and hopefully make something sentient enough to make a damn battleship, galactic, and get the hell out of Dodge. Make a boat and get the hell off of Easter Island. That's it. That's all you got. But the problem with that is it means that your governments can't lie to you. That's the problem. It means the corporations can't have secret technologies. That's the problem. And they can't gain power and control the earth like a plantation if they're honest with you, that they have the ability to make big ships and get the hell out trying to help everybody. See, that's the problem. The people who own things, they don't want to help everybody. They're just helping themselves. They don't do anything. They're lazy as hell. Get a cat, your mouse problem is solved. I agree with that, Ivana, but then I got to clean up kitty litter. I don't want to do none of that. I don't know, Ivana. I'm done with diapers. I'm done with boo-boo. I'm done with kitty litter. I haven't had about 3-4 cats. And it could be in the workshop, but I would feel bad about that. I'd want to be able to play with the cat and, play with his little paws and have him take them little nasty murder things and it's so soft. I'd want to play with him. And I don't really have time, so I don't want to do that. I'm just going to have to make it get some more traps and kill these mice, but I don't want to look at their face because they're in my seed trays. But I did other solutions. I'm still working because I can put like a plastic thing on top of it. But mice, no, you can't. The problem is I live in the country, Ivan. I live out here in the country, and you got field mice. And when it gets cold outside, the mice want to come on in, and that's what I'm dealing with. I figure it out. All right, Sumerian text clear of many esoteric misconceptions. Yes, they do, Furious, and we need to go back before that. If we find something that goes beyond the Sumerian text, we need to go before that. Always go back to the earliest version, and that's the critical thing that I think a lot of these people in the religions miss, is they don't want their religion to change. And I think you need to approach religion and faith the same way you approach science, right? If you can find an earlier text that yours was from, then you got a copy of a copy, so you need to go back. You know that these texts in these Bibles came from the Sumerian, you go back then. They came from the Sanskrit text, and go back to that. Because anytime you put a monkey in between any two things, the monkey gonna change it. That's what monkeys do. That's what we modify things. So keep going back and evolve. But it's hard to tell people that. You should have a show called The G-Spot. No, I should not, Courtney. No, I should not. I'm already being banned in enough places. Good morning, Raven. Brother Chris Lewis is in the house. I got nothing to hide. All right, Christ, you got nothing to hide. I know, but other people got things to hide. It's not about you, Christ. I can't believe I'm sitting here. I got to tell Christ it's not about her. It's not about you, Christ. It's not about you. You supposed to understand, Christ, that it's about everybody. Other people got to say, I'm not telling nobody secrets. I like to stay out of stuff. People telling me stuff, I don't know why they tell me. I like to stay out of everything I can. I'm an observer. I am the book of the watchers, people. I just sit back and I watch, and I don't want to get involved. Make some jokes, laugh, try to destroy a few things, and kind of stay out of it. Because monkeys, monkeys, they're not evolved enough yet. G, how in the hell you creating posts while on a live stream? Oh, you got a timer going. Well, Chris, I was running my mouth, and I always got all these posts. People, why you post so much? Well, first of all, it's a long discussion. Consciousness isn't in your brain, it's in the ethos, and thoughts come in from somewhere else and somebody else, and somebody's probably at a control panel, like putting thoughts in your head. So I always have a lot of posts. Chris, I only post about half of what I want to post. I'll post it, it'll sit on my thing, because I'll listen to a lecture or something makes me think of something, and I don't post it, and then I'll go do something else, and when I have the next thought, then I post it or I delete it. But I actually delete most of the stuff that whatever God, Shiva, Buddha, Allah, the fungi, microbiology, all of that network stuff in the ethos from the Akashic record, whatever, when that stuff come in, I don't post only half of it. But I started the show and I had that thing, I had to post it. I'll just make something else up and give you a hard time. I know, Bo. You're supposed to give me a hard time, because if you make me better, Bo, fine. You make me better, Bo. Bo and Luke do. This is my brother, Bo Savant. This is what we're supposed to do for each other, people. Make each other better. And make us laugh at ourselves. And make us laugh at our information. And anytime we get serious, make them laugh. It's like the Pillsbury Doughboy. You try to get too serious about making dough, what you supposed to hit him in the back? That's what you're supposed to do. This is what being social on Facebook and these platforms are for, is when you say something wrong, your friend's supposed to flock in like, no, stupid. And make a meme and make you laugh at yourself. And it's fun. It's how you evolve. And the only people don't like that is people take themselves too seriously, thinking they're fighting climate change, driving a damn Ford Explorer. But it's a hybrid. No, that's you missing the whole point. You said that all right. If climate change is caused by cow farts, then you can't own cows, people. All right? Climate change is caused by fossil fuels, then you can't have any type of fossil fuel. You can't tell me that I can't have it and you have it. And you can't tell the government to go make everybody not have it, and the government caused it. They're the one. In 1910, the first electric motor was made, and who you think kept us on fossil fuels since 1910? Who you think like put us into the petroleum side? Who do you think is behind all the wars? Who do you think is subsidizing all the farm growth in the farms with GMO, destroying the ecosystems and using all the oil? Who you think? Who you think? That ain't the Rapa Nui. It's the democracy. It's the democracy and the Republicans. And in my country, it's all the big nations. All the big nations are doing it. Don't ask them to go fix a problem that they get paid to cause. That's the dumbest thing I never heard. So anyway, 54 inches of rain in 3 days, a normal year's worth, is not right. This effing, they effing with us. Yeah, Lori, well, it's what's a whole lot of stuff changed the climates. You know, a whole lot of stuff changed. Geoengineering, we know they got them satellites, and we know they got secret technology. We know they're doing the wars. We know that they do everything to destroy ecosystems. They're destroying the ocean. It's polluting, killing bacteria. That's changing the CO2 levels and all. It's too much, too much. I like to be, I'm a simple kind of guy. I like to give some. We're gonna die if we stay, we need to go. That's it. Because you're on Rapa Nui Island. There's a lot of theories on that, what got rid of the rats. Because some people say the rats and the white people and slavery, and they came over in the boats and ships and killed it. The wood. They run out of food. A little too much, Because you're gonna say a whole bunch of stuff that you actually don't know. I know, because I know the monkeys. All I want to know is, can I stay? That's it. I like to keep it simple, right? Lord, can I stay? I'd like to stay. And you go to the homeowners and Mama Earth, I kind of like your couch. It's comfy, it's soft, ain't no mice in here. You cook great food. Can I stay on Earth? Can I act like this is my home? Can I move in permanently? And the Earth said, listen, baby, I love you. And I didn't invite you to this party. I don't know how the hell you got here, but you're a Cancer. And you stink. And nobody at the party want to talk to you. The dolphins talk to the dolphins, and the whales talk to the dolphins, and the monkeys talk to the tiger talk to the monkey, the bacteria and fungi. Everybody's talking and communicating, and they're all, at the party having a good time. It was a great party till you got here. We're not gonna let you stay. You're gonna have to go. And that's what I think like all these signs are. And not to, hey, you need to be more sustainable. We do need to be more sustainable. Don't get me wrong. We don't need to be arrogant, ignorant. We need to be more sustainable, but we need to accept the reality. We cannot stay. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. You can't stay. That's the whole climate change thing that we can stay. The homeowner said you need to leave. She gonna call the police. It's gonna look like an asteroid. It's gonna look like a zombie apocalypse, a coronavirus, a swine flu virus, a pole shift, magma, water gonna come out the earth, lightning gonna come out the sky. You didn't read the ancient text? How many times Earth done killed you and all the different, Earth just always find up a new way to murder you. It's a psychopath. You don't get to stay. Why would you sleep? If you had a friend and they were a psychopath, hey, why don't you come on over, have a sleepover? Let's ask you that question. Everybody who believes that Earth is your mama and mama wants you to stay, wants you to be nice. We're gonna make you some breakfast in the morning. Would you go to your psychopath friend and sleep on their sofa and have a good night's sleep? I don't have a good night. I mean, I have a good night's sleep, but I would not have a good night's sleep if I knew that psychopath was in there, knives in the kitchen and cyanide and bleach in the cabinets and all these different ways and pillows all over the house. Every damn room got a pillow. No, you wait for that psychopath to come murder you. We don't know when murder's gonna happen. We don't know when that psychopath is gonna, that thing in the brain flip out and Mama Earth say that's it. Kill everybody. That's me on climate change. That's me on Easter Island. It's time to make a boat, get to rowing, get the hell out of Dodge. Hey, Barbara, good morning. Poisoning and polluting the environment isn't climate change, it's stupidity. Absolutely, Susan. That's what we are. We don't fit in. We're a cancer. And I don't think we're going to stop doing those things because, unfortunately, we have this government model, this pyramid Ponzi scheme. We literally have a Wall Street. We have a Wall Street. A Wall Street, it is a Ponzi scheme based in black market, stolen, colonized goods that they got slaves to make. Tell me the positive thing in that. Somebody tell me. You got a good retirement? You got your 401k, the mutual fund, you play stocks? Yeah, is that a good thing? Is it a good idea to retire on a completely unsustainable, psychopathic Ponzi scheme that's behind changing, destroying ecosystems? And if there's any part of climate change, it's your investment in your retirement because you want to travel and see the earth that's going to get destroyed by the time you're 60. Anyway, good morning, brother Kevin. I want to see something deep. Citizen Deb, if the music in this cast was 432 hertz, which I guarantee you it ain't, it would do a lot to change people's outcomes when they were done listening. I know, Citizen. Damn it. That's why I hate having friends. See, that's what I thought she did. Say, he said he like when we correct him. I'm correct him. And she right. She's right. But if I understand right, if I remember right, they didn't saw that coming, Citizen Deb. They saw that, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but most of the speakers sold are on a certain hertz. I don't know the exact hertz. I looked into it a little while ago. Too much information I look into, but it doesn't matter if you play it. It's when it comes through your cell phone, your speakers in your car, the speaker on your laptop, unless you have speakers that are attuned to that frequency. If I'm not correct, if I don't know if I am or not, it's not gonna matter. So I think what you want to do is make sure you have a device that can do that. And what I'll do is, I'm gonna try not to fake the funk on my side. What I'll do is I will look and see if we can encode it at the right frequency, at the Earth frequency. What is that? Is it Schumann? What's that called? The Schumann resonance, the Earth, the frequency of the Earth that we can't stay here. We can set we can set it to the frequency, and it make us happier because we'll be attuned to that. But the Earth's still gonna kill us. That's a good point. That is a very good point. We should do that. And I have settings in here and I can change the settings, but you have to make sure that you have speakers that'll bring that through. Maybe if we do that and maybe we should do an experiment, do a scientific thing. Let's change the frequency and bring all of our aggressive friends. Invite all of our outrages, the people who get upset about things that they want to change in our lives. Maybe we should do that. Did NASA find life yet? NASA, it's been a little while. It's about time for them to find water again. I'm all for closing up NASA. First of all, NASA's a for-profit corporation. That's number one. Number two, where is that? In Antarctica, there's a blood waterfall. Did y'all hear about the blood waterfall in Antarctica? It's a blood waterfall in Antarctica, and it's a type of bacteria that lives on iron. It gets oxygen from iron. I told you I don't have a life. This is all I do. I look stuff up and like, what? It's called blood waterfall, and the water is red. Let me see if I can find a picture real quick. Water is red. Here you go right here. Look at that. Look at that. Look like something else, but we're not. I'm not even gonna say it. But it bleeds red. It's blood waterfall. Look at this right here. It's pretty. It's pretty. It looked like a couple other things. But because because the water has a lot of iron in it, and the bacteria in the water learn to get oxygen from iron. Now tell me life ain't on Mars. Tell me life isn't on the moon. We have bacteria in nuclear power plants, people. You have bacteria that lives at the bottom of the ocean in thousands of degrees. You have bacteria that lives around lava. Life is everywhere. You can't stop it. Life is at the bottom of the ocean. Was it Courtney or Christine or somebody posted a thing of a salamander that lives on no food for 7 years under the earth somewhere in the UK, in Europe? Life is literally every freaking where. Everywhere. If you have a thing called NASA and it spends billions of your dollars to look for life that's freaking everywhere, it's not trying to find it. That's not their job. They're a for-profit corporation that works underneath another for-profit corporation pretending to be a government that's lying to you, pretending to find life it ain't even looking for. NASA probably has probes up there that are avoiding life. It's probably oh damn, it's some life. Had to go the other way. Damn, it's probably worms all over Mars. If there's life everywhere on the planet, from the upper atmosphere to the bottom and the deepest part of the ocean, and probably under that in the center of the earth, and you can't find life nowhere in space, they're not trying to find life where they don't want to tell you about it. That's how my mind works. If your job is to bake burgers, your job is to cook the French fries, you get a job at the fast food restaurant, and you don't never once. You work here. How long NASA been in inception? 80 years? If you've been around 80 years, you ain't never cooked one bat of fries. You ain't never make no fries. We put you on the burger room to get you to do the burgers. You couldn't make no burgers. Nobody could eat them. We put you on the eggs. You couldn't even make no eggs. But you didn't know what else the hell to do. All right, we're gonna get you to make some tea. Maybe NASA, you could make some tea. We put you on the tea station and you can't even boil no damn water. Yeah, what is wrong with us? It's not NASA's fault though. I'm not blaming NASA. Whatever their job is, they do it very well. They do it very well. It's just I don't think that you know what their job actually is, and neither do I. All right, let's get rid of the Battlestar Galactica. That's what we need, Rapa Nui Earth. We just need to, not Rapa Nui Earth, we on Easter Island Earth. We need to make a Battlestar Galactica and get the hell out of Dodge. That's what we need to do. Stop playing, stop faking the funk. Earth does not like you, it doesn't love you, it's not your mama. It doesn't want to just take care of you and feed you. And all right. U.S. ramps up on Rosneft. I don't know what that is. You can tell me if that's important. Don't even know what the hell that is. Trudeau urges dialogue at protests. Hurts business. I don't think my friends in Canada like Trudeau. We can look at that if you want. You know, he's the one that won't even look and see the Native American women getting murdered all over his country. He don't even see him. Plus he's sending Trudeau. Is that Trudeau's at France? Wait a minute, is that France or is that Canada? I don't know. What slave colony is that? Plantation. That's Trudeau, right? Let's take a look at that. Hurting business. That's a good idea. Anything that hurts big business is a fantastic idea.
A pipeline that has been basically holding the Canadian economy hostage until they figured out what the future of it was going to be. Now, Indigenous groups are leading the movement over concerns that the project is going to infringe on traditional lands, while they are concerned about the safety and the well-being.
Pause. It just reminded me of something. If you didn't watch the Redacted Tonight, well, it wasn't Redacted Tonight. It was Lee Camp when he does his thing on YouTube. There was a guy named Jim Cramer. Did you see this? Where he's an investment guy. He's always talking about big oil. And he said, oh, we're not going to do big oil no more. He turned on big oil, said, we're not investing in the stocks no more because big oil is old. It's played out. Fossil fuels is dead. He called fossil fuels and the caster like flipped out. I posted, Lee Camp did a great thing. The newscaster's like, you're not supposed to say that. You're not supposed to say big oil because it's one of these stock shows where you invest in the black market, the slave colonizer market, oil. He said, no, we're not investing in fossil fuels no more. Fossil fuels are tobacco. That's what he said. He said fossil fuels are tobacco. He said, it's a carcinogen, it's killing people. We need to move away from investing in oil. I was like, whoa, that was surprising. But watch that. We should not be putting those pipelines in. No, we should not be blockading them. We should literally be blowing them all up. The government, if they had any common damn sense, they'd blow all of them up. They'd all point at that UFO, said somebody got some free energy technology. What a university? Somebody posted like a university just made another free type of energy that pulls energy out of water and air, out of moisture, and it makes energy, electricity. We're the dumbest thing on the planet. So here we go. So now we're arguing over pipelines, over fossil fuels, something that shouldn't have existed since 1910.
The community and the environment around them. Very, very good concept to talk about.
It's not about the community.
Trinity Chavez joins us live to continue more about this story. Trinity, what is the latest concerning this pipeline?
So today, Indigenous Canadians are facing off with the big oil and gas industries continuing their protests against Coastal GasLink pipeline construction because the pipeline would run through their Indigenous lands. The protests come after Canada approved the Trans Mountain expansion after a federal court sent it back for review last summer. Indigenous people say that these companies are reaping the last of the remaining resources in Indigenous territories, and while they have gained the support of thousands of people across the country, tens of thousands of people worldwide, many others are concerned about oil spills and climate change.
This is something that's got to be addressed now and not later down the road. When you start putting pipes in the ground, you can't sit there and tell me that you can guarantee that those pipes are ever going to not leak.
There are consequences to this situation that are just now becoming apparent to Canadians. I'm not here to advocate for a project. I'm here to advocate for a process that makes sure that we don't fail to allow Canadians to be heard effectively through the examination, fair and full, of these types of applications.
And today, concerns are growing as officials are scrambling to find a solution because now the protests are impacting business in the country. Demonstrators have blocked railway lines, disrupted transportation, and commerce.
There have been over 200 trains canceled by VIA, which uses CN lines. CN, as we've been in constant contact with them, it has a major impact to the point where essentially their eastern operations have ceased at the moment. Good results with the fact that the blockade that was in Winnipeg yesterday has now been peacefully removed, and as I mentioned, also New Hazelton. So this is good news, and we're hoping that we're going to be able to resolve this situation peacefully as quickly as possible.
We are a country that recognizes the right to protest, but we are a country of the rule of law, and we will ensure that everything is done to resolve this through dialogue and constructive outcomes.
Oh, is that Trudeau? I didn't even know what he looked like. That's Trudeau. That's okay. All right. I don't know. He looked like a liar to me. I'm just looking at him. I wouldn't trust him. If he came to me with a bag of rice, I wouldn't eat it. I wouldn't eat it. I wouldn't eat it. No, seriously though. So I'm gonna pretend for a minute. I'm gonna pretend because a lot of people are in these debates and sometimes you gotta pretend and like join their reality. I'm gonna pretend that I actually care about this issue. I don't care about the issue because there's no issue to me. There's no issue. There ain't no issue. You don't go to somebody else's house and steal their land. You don't go to another creature that has to live and drink the water and live there and say, oh, I'm gonna put a pipeline. That's not politics. There's nothing political about that. That's why I say I don't care about the issue. It's not an issue. You got criminal activity and people who live there. That's all you have. But he looked like a liar. But even if I wanted to join in a discussion and I wanted to pretend that Canada, who had, what was the guy's name, said they have free energy? Paul Hellyer. Good name, Paul Hellyer. If you have a prime minister that says we got some damn UFOs and so does America and we got free energy, why in the hell are they putting in a pipeline? Ask yourself the question, why are they putting in a pipeline? Because it's ridiculous. Even if you want to get in a discussion and debate it from a you can't rob and steal from other creatures that live on that land perspective, eminent domain nonsense, you just outside of any sort of sentience. Sometimes that's too difficult of a thing to put over people. Being sentient, have a conscience, because other people need to drink the water. They got free energy. They got free energy. They literally got, I don't even want to do it. I can't even watch it. Because to me, I think it's stupid. Shouldn't be no blockade. You need to blockade the entire damn government. Don't blockade the pipeline. We need to stop being rebels. We need to stop being fake rebels. Go ahead and be a rebel. Just block the whole damn thing. Because everything they come up with is stupid. Everything they come up with is stupid. Are they high, Lucy? I don't think he's high. I think he's crazy. He's a legitimate crazy. He's legit, because every crazy is legitimate. I don't think crazy exists. I just think he's in an alternate reality. he's living in this matrix that the billionaires who own the radio stations and the television that poison all of our friends and family to believe in the matrix. I don't think he's high. I just think he's psychopathic. I'm looking at him. Oh, come on now. Tell me you don't see it. I see a psychopath in there. That's just me. He could be a nice psychopath. Could be. I doubt it. But no, look in his eyes. He got them cold, dark eyes. He kind of got them, reminds me of that guy, Pence. He got them Pence eyes, cold and dark. Love him to death, though. But he shouldn't have no power over anybody. Government has no solutions because government causes all the problems and they steal people's land. They steal land from things that need to eat food and plant tomatoes. So yeah, it's not even an issue. It's not even a question. I don't like the idea of taking something that's not political and making it political. This is not political. There's no politics in this. Do you get to steal something and let other people die? No. Do you get to pollute their land with a poisonous carcinogen toxin that we haven't needed since 1910? No, you don't. You don't. There's not a discussion there. So anyway, that's it. He did pretty much destroy Canada's economy. Did he, Christine? That's probably got paid well. He probably got a bonus for that. That's usually government's job, is artificial scarcity. If you can do something to destroy the economy, then the people, they fight each other. The monkeys fight over because you don't have enough bananas, artificial scarcity, and planned obsolescence. I just think they want to be America. So if anything, he's probably just looking at America like, oh, I need my people to be this stupid. I got to have this. I got to get more money from the central banks. I got to be dumb enough to cheer 5G and cheer forced injections and cheer all the nonsense and fight each other, fight the poor people. Poor people fight the poor people, and he'll probably get a big bonus for it. Leaders are selected because they are malleable. Yes, they are. They're malleable and they like money and they like power, you know, and that's why they're selected. And you literally don't elect people, staff, right? Big corporations. Is Canada a corporation? That's a good question. I don't know if Canada's a corporation. I know America is. America is a for-profit corporation, but Canada's close enough, and so infection spreads like cocoa virus. You close enough to America, then profit probably decides everything for you too. But America 100% is a for-profit corporation. This idea that you're going to elect staff and employee, no. Staff, they apply, they have resumes, they get selected by the manager. The managers never come on TV, so we don't know who they are. Why? Because it's at your job. Or if you're in the military, do you get to talk to your boss's boss's boss? Do you get to take problems to your boss's boss's boss? Or do you got to follow that chain of command? You got to follow the chain of command. They don't even want to be bothered with you. Same thing in how government works. You know, the people who actually hire your government, your leaders, they don't want to be bothered. So they just want you to think that you're voting for people, that you're putting them in, and they would need you to be mad at them, argue with them, fuss at them, have their phone number. You ain't got the vice president's phone number. We have no idea who the managers are who hire these people. All we know is they don't want you to be free. They don't want you to have free energy. They're probably flying around in that damn UFO. And they just want Earth to be a slave colony. They want to starve you, starve your children. They need you to keep building statues and fighting wood change to tax it. That's all they want. And I don't think that ends well. So yeah, I can change this up here. I'm not much of a Trudeau guy, not at all. I love him to death. He's a brother, but you know, he shouldn't be in power or anything other than a potato farm or something. His father tried nationalized oil, set up a Petro-Canada. To do so, failed. Enter the son who wishes to finish. The something, Conan. So is he a good guy, Conan? I mean, you know, nationalizing oil, that's a stupid idea. It's stupid now. See, if we didn't have free energy, it would be a great idea. But because they got free, clean energy and they can pull it out the ethos and free everybody, nobody should even touch the oil. We should just leave the oil right where it's at. The oil ain't bothering nobody. Leave it right there in the ground. And we can have sustainable stuff. But that back before I understood free energy, yeah, oil made sense. It made sense. Nationalize, but I don't think it's you want to nationalize oil. Like, I like it from a principle perspective. People live there, it's their resources. End of story, right? Native Americans live there, it's their water, it's their food, it's their land. You ain't got nothing to say about that, right? I believe in borders. I believe in borders for life. Not borders for billionaires, borders and trillionaires, but borders for life. Your skin is your border. Nobody has the right to violate your skin and put something in there that even if you got a crack, they have no right to put nothing in there that's a violation. It's violence in every act of it. If you live on land, you grow some food, you're gonna eat that food, feed your family. Government ain't got nothing to say. Nobody has anything to say about that. I believe the resources of the land belong to the ecosystem that's living on that land. Anything else is a violation. All right. Meg said, which is fine. We have other places to go and things to see. Yes, we do, Meg. Oh, I'm bringing Battleship Galactica back. Battleship Galactica, that's what she's talking about. We got plenty of places to go. It's Earth-like planets all over there. NASA can't even find NASA can't find none of them. They're Earth-like planets all over. Life is everywhere. And they can't seem to find one simple stinking piece of bacteria, worm, drop, booger, nothing. They can't find none of it. Plenty of places to go. Especially if you listen to Bob Lazar. Like, now Bob Lazar has been vindicated. 100%. 100%. That man told the truth. 100%. Even how the freaking UFOs fly. You know how he told you that crazy stuff he said back in the 80s? He said, oh, well, you know, it's because it's centrifugal force, and I'm saying in smart stuff I don't even understand. The gyro, the mercury, and it creates a pull, and it pulls the craft through the air. And I was like, pulls the craft through the air? The hell are you smoking? Nobody believed him at all. Like, you're crazy. Something pulls the craft through the air. It pulls through the air on its belly. It flies through the air on its belly. Did you look at the F-18 UFO? Everything vindicated. Everything he said got vindicated. Literally, the thing is flying on its belly. It's pulling it through the air. And we didn't even think of that. We wouldn't even process that. So you know that man was working with free energy. What he said was 100% true. That's why I don't believe in the fake. You need to go ahead and swallow that red pill. Free energy is real, and your government doesn't want you to have it because you are a slave on their plantation. They want to keep you working. That's it. They just want to keep you working. There you go. I like the ugly face. I like the angry face. Like, no, they don't. My government loves me. They don't want me working. They want to free me. They want to give me retirement. No, they literally, they are a master, and they want to keep you working till you die. And not even paying your debt off. And then pass it off to your kids. So they work till they die. And then maybe the next generation, but by that time they got the robots. All right, I'm sorry. I don't know why that tickles me. It just tickles me like, yes, and that's who I want to vote for. Oh, God. I suck to be y'all's kids. But I tell you what, if I was your kids, I'd murder you in your sleep. If I were your kids, I'd have the demeanor of the planet Earth guy and mama that loves us. I'd take a pillow like an asteroid, and I would choke you in your sleep. Did you want to do what for me? Oh, you know what? They told the truth one time. I got to show you this. Every now and then they posted the truth. There's some truth that they hadn't posted. Dang, I saw it this morning. Well, it was one of the first things I saw. I woke up, got my meditation on, and looked over my phone. Let me show you this. Let me show you something. Want to hear? Here it go. Here it go, right here. Here it go. Where's my timeline thing at? I still haven't labeled these things. Anybody upset yet? I know y'all thought I was playing. Yeah, he's gonna be back to voting just like us. He's gonna get out there and do exactly what the billionaires tell him to do. He's gonna get right back out there just like us. He's gonna get to voting and we're gonna fix the world. No, I was not. No. When I realize something is stupid, then I change my mind. I go another way. I'm not sure if this is it. Hang on. Is it this one? Nope. Is it this one? Nope. Who was that? Oh, that's what's his name. Did y'all look up Thor? Anyone look up Valiant Thor? Was he a real guy? Right here, you go. Every now and then the truth comes out. I know I should prepare these things, but I have slavery, so I don't really have time to prepare things. I'm sorry if you need something to be smooth, you need to go find somebody that ain't got slavery. Look at this. Look at this sign. It's I pay, therefore I am. There's a sign in a parking garage that says, please pay your parking fee before existing. Which is why language matters and words are important. I think it's funny and interesting that we vote for a government that literally thinks that all your children owe debts till they die. You know, you ever meet somebody and they got that little baby in the stroller and you look down at that baby? It's one of the ugliest babies you never seen. They ain't cleaned the baby. The baby got snot and the baby jacked up, got some dirt over here, and they didn't even do the hair right or nothing. You don't say it's an ugly baby, do you? You just kind of, come on, because you say, no, that baby, oh, you need to wash that thing. Is that, is that smell? Do you need to change his diaper? No, you just pick up the baby. Oh, he's so cute. He look just like your mommy, daddy. You can't even be honest with people about their babies, but damn it, if you make them slaves till they die, oh, they'll vote for you. They keep voting and cheer for you and get on stage. Treat you like you're Michael Jackson. It's just the weirdest thing. We have this weird matrix we live in. I can't even tell you that you need to wash your baby's face without you getting aggressive, wanting to fight, call the popo and everything on me. But you'll vote for people who think that your child is a piece of chattel slavery to be forced labor accountant until it dies. We love our kings. Boy, we love our kings. We worship and love them to death. Our Lord and Savior, Rockefellers and Rothschilds, and assuming that's even who's running all of this. All I know is not the people on TV. That's what I know. All right, hang on. Let me move up my timeline real quick. See if there's anything else important. Yeah, look more news. All right, here you go. How come I can't see the whole screen? You see, powers that be manipulate all we see because they quietly own, not appear on TV. The powers that be manipulate all you see because quietly own, but never appear on TV. You own things you don't never go on television. You ain't stupid. They do it because they need you to be upset with Donald Trump. They need you to love Donald Trump. They need you to focus on Trudeau. They need you to focus on this, that, the other. All right? Anything but the people who manipulate and own every damn thing. If you have not read Propaganda by Eddie Bernays, you need to read it. That's a red pill. That's a red pill. It's one of the ways you escape the Matrix. What's this? That's right. We need to use the altered states of consciousness to alter the state. Because the state is unconscious. The state is literally a murder engine. It's a slavery engine. We need to get rid of it. It makes black markets like Wall Street. That's right, blood fall. We talked about that. That's all the thoughts I was having this morning. Oh yeah, and climate change. It's just like if you actually tax the earth and they're not changing, it's not gonna matter. You're still gonna have a death. Death is still coming. Psychopaths, it's about killing you. It's not about how they kill you. It's just about murdering you. They get you with a pillow, they get you with an asteroid, they get you with some bird flu, they get you with zombies. The earth is gonna kill you. It's an extinction engine, and it's a good thing too. It's a good thing too. Can you imagine if you had planets that allow psychopaths like human beings into space? With space, like one of the great things that the aliens don't really come here that often. Yeah, I'm still trying to see a UFO. The UFOs, they don't like me. I don't know why they don't. I look up and I get out there. No, that's a star. Nope, that's a drone. That's an airplane. No. I've never seen a UFO. It's a good thing. Why? Because they got things to do. They don't let psychopaths like us into space. They don't do that. Oh no, they want space to be safe. Do you let psychopaths in your house? We don't even let psychopaths on the street. You can't even drive unless you have a license. You got to prove that you need to know how to stop and blink and do this and that and know when the bus is coming, what to do. You got to know all of that before you can even drive a car. Ain't no way in hell aliens are letting anyone out in space. And it's a good thing too, because the earth murdering us over and over and over again until we discover sentience and work as a collective, and then we can get out in space. And it's a good thing. It's kind of like a stoplight. It's kind of like a stoplight. To get into space, you have to evolve to act like a collective, love each other, and do positive things. If you never evolve to do that, you go extinct. And it's a great thing. So all the other planets where things are evolving, they ain't got nobody over there, no monkeys that show up in an airplane or a spaceship and want to kill everybody and eat everybody like on War of the Worlds. So it's a good thing it works that way. It's a good thing Earth kills us. We're supposed to die. We don't learn how to not drop buildings on babies to steal their oil, then we should go extinct. I'm on Earth's side. Like I said, I'm on a sustainable cycle side. Destruction is creation. I agree with Ty. All right. Right. Yeah, that's Mama. She's saying, Mama Earth, she didn't create you. She didn't invite you. We just showed up and somebody took this bacteria of the earth, the dust of the earth, and the monkeys of the earth, and mixed it together with something else and some fungi, and made human beings. We don't belong to Earth. This is not our home. You know you're at home because you fit in. We do not fit in. We don't fit in at all. This is not our home. We need to make the Battlestar Galactica and get the hell out of here. Otherwise, we all gonna die. That's it. All right. Gerard, you slipping showing. Gerard, your slip is showing. My slip is showing? I ain't got no slip on. What you talking about? What you talking about? I ain't got no slip on. That's just a shirt, bro. Or you saying something else? How does someone look like a liar or a thief or a psychopath? The insidious nature of bad people is they look very much like we do, which is true talk. Kevin saying the truth. Kevin, I'm making jokes. Kevin saying the truth. And he's honest. You can't, because a psychopath, they don't look like psychopaths. That's what he's saying to you. Psychopaths have tools that you don't. That's what the neuroscience say. They never come, it's like, they never come ugly. Like if you went out on a first date, does the real person show up, or does the person look like the person they think you want to show up? Right, they send the ambassador. They send the ambassador personality. They don't send the real personality. But yeah, I just joke around. I just look at you and I just say it. But the real psychopath will look how they need to look to thrive in your ecosystem and gain your trust. The real psychopath will show up as a poor white person. Will show up, will be a billionaire acting like they're poor. The real psychopath will be a minority who'll show up and acting like they came through the struggles you have. So you'll give them your trust, right? The real psychopath, some of y'all know who I'm talking about. The real psychopath will show up because his big daddy tried to nationalize oil, right? Because they need your trust. And it's not a bad thing, you know, it's a sustainable thing. It teaches us who we can trust and who we can't. And usually, well, how's that saying go, Kevin? Too good to be true. There you go. Too good to be. If it feels too good, if it looks too good, if it smells too good, then it's probably going to try to kill you with a pillow or an asteroid. All right. I saw that. Lots of laughter. Female anchor choked on her coffee or something. Right, Patricia. That was her face. Which is a great thing. I don't know what it means that this guy that's big up in mutual funds, or Wall Street, black market, whatever Ponzi scheme, telling them, hey, that's it for fossil fuels. Hopefully that's the end of it. And I think it kind of is anyway. That's why they show the UFOs on TV. They show them on TV. Everybody was waiting for America for disclosure. They already disclosed it. I think they know that they got the public so gaslit, nobody will say, how is it flying? You need to be that kid. You need to be the kid, not like, it's aliens, it's just the stat, it's whatever. Just be like, why is that sitting in the air like that? How's that happening? You released the TR-3B patent from 2004. Now you got a UFO that's just hanging in the air. And that's not fossil fuel. You need to invest in UFOs. That's what we need. We need UFO stocks. People need to invest in UFOs. It was great. I'll post a link for it. Good morning, Chrissy. Every pipeline eventually leaks. Yes, it does, Lori, which is why nobody should make it. Any damn pipeline. Anybody come to your house, hey, we're going to put a pipeline here. That's like somebody trying to tell you they want to sell you asbestos pillows. So, you know, we didn't realize that technology didn't work that way. It's bad. We move forward. Because remember, asbestos, once again, they use it to fight fires. It was the greatest thing since the planet. Like, oh, it doesn't even burn. Oh, this is great. People protecting their babies. Companies making pillows made with asbestos and baby blankets, delivery blankets stuffed with asbestos. So in case the house burned down, your baby is okie dokie. Come to find out. But it's dead and dying technology. Once you learn better, do better. That's all we should do. Once you learn better, do better. Learn better, do better. And get around people and bring people in your circle who talk better. And that's how you do better. But if you hang around the people that think how you do, that's from where you are, that's going where you want to go, you're going to end up being exactly what you are. Rapa Nui. Rapa Nui. Make your boat, get off the island. There's another analogy for you. Easter Island didn't make it, and neither are we. Truth is, Trudeau can be patient. He needs the Huawei infrastructure. Site C dam completed before they can extract the LNG and tar sands. As Site C is far behind schedule, the pipelines also need delays, which protesters are accomplishing for them. Oh yeah, so they're all being played, Conan. It's all like, yeah, it's a sustainable cycle. It's all avoidable too, Conan. You just sit here and say, if you murder babies, I don't trust you. That's what I like to call that point of wisdom. If you murder babies, I'm not going to trust you because I used to be a baby. And the Canadian government, with the United States government, with Israel, with Britain and France and all the rest of them, murdering all those babies in Yemen. If you murder babies, I used to be a baby, I don't trust you. So whatever comes out your mouth, as long as you're still murdering babies, you can keep it in your mouth. It's all avoidable. It's very easy. It's called being sentient too. That's another way to do it, right? If you murder something that looks like me, that's something that's defenseless for profit, then I'm not going to trust anything that comes out your mouth. Because if you'll murder a baby in Yemen, what the hell will you do to me? What kind of lies will you pass me? You know, so it's all so it's deep, and I appreciate, Conan, that you're looking into the details of that and posting that, because that's what we have to do. Certain people need to see that. They need to see the details. My world is so jacked up, Conan. I get it now. I'm just like, I look at stuff. They're like, oh yeah, you Jeffrey Dahmer. I don't want to hear what you got to say on the pipeline. Nope, I'm good. We need to fight climate change. Oh, you Ted Kaczynski? Okay, yeah, I'm good. And Ted Kaczynski's nice compared, and Jeffrey Dahmer, nice, just they cushy, lovey, cuddly little kittens compared to these governments. All right, women used to use the baby powder to stay, women used to use baby powder to stay vaginally fresh. Oh! I'm Megs, I'm just gonna go ahead and take your word, just gonna leave that right where it's at. I just think that baby powder, they shouldn't, anything that got like organic, soft tissue, anything that needs to breathe air, don't ever put no baby powder down there. All right. Yeah, Justin Trudeau, Fidel Castro. Okay, all right. No, some things you're not supposed to touch. Don't be laughing at me, Patricia. Some things you're not supposed to touch. I ain't supposed to touch that. I'm gonna let Megs talk to the other people who don't understand what Megs is saying. I don't have one of them, and it's not my business to tell nobody with one of them what to do. Just be very careful with toxic things and soft tissue. That's it. Let Megs give you the details. I know my place, and that's not my place. That's not my place. Stop telling other people what to do. All right, stop telling other people what to do. Oh, it just meant hello. Oh, okay, you meant hello. Hey, Lucy. Hello, Lucy. Everybody say hi, Lucy. Ask how the chickens, how the horses, she had a donkey. She had a jackass in the picture. It was awesome. It wasn't even a Democrat or Republican. He wasn't even running. He was protecting the horses. I learned so much from you people. That's why I love these people. Everybody got something to teach me. But jackasses, they donkeys, they protect the horses. Not the jackasses in Washington. They don't protect them. I'm sorry. Why are we calling jackasses? Lucy, that name don't make no sense. They can't be jackasses. The jackasses, they pick a farm animal, right? Am I saying it right? And they protect it. That's just they're a protective thing. There ain't no jackasses in Washington. They ain't protecting nothing but their damn self. They like tabby cats. Pretending that they love you and they look furry in the debate, but then they go around and murder your environment and you just end up murdering you. All right. I am not into focusing on all the psychopaths and weirdos on the planet constantly. Yeah, don't do that. See, don't focus on laugh at them, Susan. Laugh at them, tell them that you love them, and keep moving. Stay high vibe and make some jokes and move on. That's what works for me. That's the only way I can deal with this nonsense on psychopathic earth and keep voting for psychopaths that are destroying the climate to help us change the climate, to reverse the climate back to the way that they got paid to change it. I laugh at it. I think it's ridiculous. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm not going to read that, Max. No. Oh, good Lord, Lori. All right. I don't even know how we do it. I'm going to YouTube. Kevin, say something that's not vagina related. All right. I love you. I do. I love y'all to death. It's just certain things. I was raised in the church. I try to avoid certain things. I try to remain conservative best that I can when I need to. I think that after doing a little bit of research on 432 Hertz, things may be a collection of stories that are effective in creating a placebo effect. You know what, Citizen Deb? Oh, goodness. Yeah, you tapping on something. I was talking about that the other day to somebody. Placebo is important. Placebo, just think about it. Just think about it. Because when you really believe something, now we talk about everything you believe you achieve, the placebo effect and nocebo effect. When you believe it, then it actually happens. Anything that you want to evolve into in your life, you need to study. You need to research. This is what Citizen Deb is trying to teach you. You need to read and research, because if you don't believe it, it ain't going to happen. Like if you want to get an energy healing, I was talking about this the other day. You want to get an energy healing, you better believe it. It ain't gonna happen. Right? Why did Christ, not Christ Henderson, she probably heal people too, but no, she don't really heal people. She make people do that. I'm sorry, it's so funny to me. The power of women. If you want to get energy healings, you got to believe it. You need to research it, because you can go in and prevent yourself from being healed because you don't believe it. The same way the placebo effect works with these pills and sugar pills, it'll work with everything else, including 432. If you just sit back and you think, oh, it's the 432, it's the right frequency and I'm gonna feel good, but it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. But if you actually believe it and you study it, your brain and your subconscious do other things, because they actually run what's happening here more than what you do. Your subconscious makes more decisions than your conscious does, you know? It controls everything. You know, that's why my friend said, it'll make you pee in the bed. It'll give you that damn dream. You think you stand over the latrine, your conscious mind is asleep, your subconscious takes over and it's like, yeah, we at the latrine and you got to pee, so you know what you're supposed to do. When you wake up, you feel relieved, and it's not the relief you think. Anyway, good morning, Katie. If you leave it, the U.S. will come and take it one day. Evidence is everywhere. Absolutely, Conan. Don't leave no oil nowhere. You talking about oil? You don't leave no oil. No, not with the Americans the way they are right now. No, they hate each other. They got that ego war going in politics. No, you leave some oil somewhere, you better leave some tanks, bombs, guns, nukes. You better leave something with that oil, because they'd kill everybody around oil to get that oil. So absolutely, don't leave anywhere. And this is why I blame us mostly. I blame us. I do blame us mostly. I talk so bad about my country. I love my land. I love the people around me. My country doesn't actually exist. But I talk so bad about it like a dog, because I'm supposed to. I'm supposed to look in the mirror and chastise that place most. Israel ain't done nothing worse than what we do. Ain't nobody compares. Nobody compares. That's a song, isn't it? Nothing compares. Nothing compares to America when it comes to murdering people and stealing what they got. Nothing compares to that. And people think I'm anti-American, so they told me that I need to leave the country. So they told me that yesterday. I need to leave the country. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't gonna go nowhere. I'm gonna stay right here. Why? Because I was born here. I'm gonna stay right here. Well, if you don't like it, you should leave. Probably, but I'm a little hard-headed. I'm a little hard-headed. Plus, they're like kids in America. I don't want them to keep being shot by police. I don't want them to be investigated and have all the little pictures that they send to their friends and sitting on the toilet. And then the NSA shouldn't have all that in the database somewhere. I'm saying because we need to collapse this monkey. We need to take out the monkey brain out the American system and make it something beautiful. And it's for the reasons Conan just said. We got the most powerful military in the world. Anything the American people evolved to decide in unity is going to happen. We could roll out the Venus Project. We could roll out the Zeitgeist movement. We could be the first one to start the resource-based economy, and we should be. We stole the oil, the resources, the coltan, the tin, the uranium, toppled all the government, destroyed the entire damn planet till we've collected all the greatest things that Mother Earth has to offer and killed everybody, blood everywhere for it. We have an obligation to fix it. We haven't, now we didn't do it. We weren't here. However, we are benefiting from all of that death and destruction that they rolled out all of this planet because Americans thought their presidents were making decisions and their Congress and their Senate, not big money and billionaires who actually own every damn thing. If we're out to steal everybody's oil, everybody else is out to steal everybody's oil. If we're out to start wars with the weakest nations we can find to rob them, everyone else is going to do it. We create all the different Cold Wars. Like the reason you have a Cold War on oil is because of us. The reason you got Cold Wars on, the reason everybody's ramping up their military to keep up with us. You know, we need to stop being cowards. We got the biggest, strongest military on the planet. All we got to do is say, that's it, we're done. War is over and all wars stop. We have the ability to do that. And that's why the American media is the most Eddie Bernays propagandized system to take a human being and make it dumb as a bag of bricks. Because if Americans wake the hell up and smell the doo-doo and tap into consciousness and use an altered state of consciousness to change the state that was altered for psychopathic, demonic, dark things all over this planet, beautiful things are gonna happen. Imagine so we can create whatever race we want. You know, but as long as you got somebody on the block that's buying guns and weapons and investing the majority of his GDP or the largest portion of his GDP into murdering other people, then every other nation's going to do that too. So we can fix it, but we got to go the right way. And it's based on what Conan said. We could end the whole violence-based model for the monkey world. We hold up monkey world, and I think that's a bad idea, this reptilian brain thing. U.S. could be the best example as everyone follows us. Exactly, Christine, because they're either scared of us, they want the money, the banks tell them to. I'm not sure what it is, but we set the model and the trend. But the only way that's going to happen is we get these Democrats and Republicans to stop worshiping at the altar of blood and oil. Stop worshiping at the altar of secrecy in government. Stop worshiping at the altar of, I did this by myself. That's the only thing Obama said that was true, that I actually believe. Nah, he probably said a bunch of truthful things. He said, you didn't do this. So that business, you didn't build that. Back when I was more leaning towards the right, I was like, no, you're not, you liar, I did this. It's like, no, you're an American. We stole everything. Everything's stolen. That's not what he meant, but that's what's true. We stole everything. The land, the water, the oxygen, the food, and the weapons for the military, the small electronics. We stole it all. And we act like we built this. We didn't build it. It was robbed from other people. Let me see. That sociopath. Psychopaths can be very honest. It is all different mechanism complicated by individuals that often have both. Yeah, and it's a weird sign. It's a weird understanding both font. I mostly follow James Fallon, you know, and when I talk about psychopath, usually I stay in that lane. The whole sociopathic, narcissistic thing. I can barely spell both words, but both. I can barely spell them. I stay in the psychopathic area, so it could be bleeding into sociopath and narcissistic because, well, one, that's the majority of lectures I listen to, Dr. Fallon, but I'm fascinated by it. I'm fascinated by the fact that we become our environment. There's nothing more fascinating to me right now. Well, no, that's a lie. The most fascinating thing is free energy. That everything we were taught as kids is a lie. Aliens are everywhere. But my second fascination is neuroscience and epigenetics. That we actually become the environment. And not all psychopaths are violent, right? Psychopath, and I think that's what you're saying. Psychopaths are people on the psychopathic spectrum, right? 27 warrior genes, that you're on that spectrum, and it could be a doctor, you could be a banker, an investor in the Wall Street black market Ponzi scheme game that people die from. You could be an EMT worker, right? It's just a tool. Being a psychopath, these warrior genes, they're just tools. And so you can either be using your tools to help people, to do positive things, or you be using those tools to murder people. So I think that's what he's saying. Hey, Verna. Ted Bundy, that's another one, Lori. Ted Bundy 2020. That's what I see when people start putting their 2020s. I know you see that you're a person because you believe their talking points. I look at the ecosystem and I look at everybody that they're murdering all over the planet. I'm just like, Ted Bundy 2020, but Ted Bundy 2020 killed a lot less people than your war criminals. Good morning, Tara. Brother Stephen Boyd is in the house. Let me see. Lots of laughter. G stumbled onto the JJ baby powder convo. Yes, he did, and he skipped right the hell over Patricia. Cause I'm, you know what? Sometimes I put my foot in the door and I realize I ain't supposed to be in this room. I start walking in the door. I think it's a free world. I can say what I want. I start. Oh no, nope, not walking in that world. I walk right back out. I'm skipping there. I'm right now. This is where I am in the old comments, right here. I see it all. I see baby powder, I see words starting with V's. I'm gonna just keep skipping past them. I try to stay in my lane. I theorize about your lane and I'll back up, but I try to stay in my lane. I can tell you about wetting the bed because you had that stupid dream. I can't tell you nothing else about any of those other things. And just like everyone forgot about the coronavirus, it's on the Bloomberg's candidacy. Oh wow, they're even talking about that. Ooh. Was that real? I saw something Ivana with a sign, Bloomberg 2020. I don't even know who Bloomberg is. I just know there's some evil stuff on Wall Street is named after him in New York City, which is a bad idea. But it's funny how the that virus thing then came up, Ivana, and nobody's talking about Epstein anymore. Every pedophilia doesn't even exist. Doesn't even exist. That's why I posted the other day, Ivana, that Epstein Enterprise didn't protect itself. Epstein didn't kill himself because he's still running around somewhere on some island. And Epstein Enterprises, they didn't protect themselves. It's your Democrats and your Republicans that you about to vote for in 2020. While you're fighting pedophilia, you got small children at home. You voting for the two parties that ain't even investigated. They ain't look into it. They can care less. They let that man get away. Could care less. And this is a good idea to let the Epstein Enterprise protectors run the planet and help us to fix climate change and create universal health care and build some walls to keep us safe. A small farm down the street has donkeys, and between 1 and 4 a.m. they go off. It's how you know the coyotes are near. Ooh, good things to learn and remember, Susan, when the apocalypse comes. Absolutely, listen to the donkeys. The donkeys and the horses, when they get spooked, that's when you know the DHS is coming. That's when you know FEMA's coming. Hopefully the donkeys figure out how to do that for anybody that means harm. Brother Augustine, good morning. Usually over on YouTube. Olive oil oh Lord. Thank you, Courtney. I didn't even know that. I will share your information. I done tripped and fell over some some of the V word. I was just reading. I thought the conversation was over. Olive oil. Okay. See the funny thing, and that's some woman supremacy right there for you. Because they can talk anything they want. They can say anything, and we just like, yeah, okay. I start talking about how cocoa butter and what it does for testicles. Then there'd be all kind of problems and consequences. I get reported, the video comes down. The women got this supremacy in their own little way. That's because I got a mama. She used to beat the hell out of me. So she and mama, I don't play with women. Women crazy. It's only one human being on this planet that I'm scared of, and that's a woman. I'm sorry, it's one. I ain't scared of no bears. I ain't scared of no wolves. I ain't scared of no Lou Ferrignos, no big dude. I ain't scared of none of that. I take on all of them. Fought 10 minutes one time. Because I'm a little cuckoo in the cuckoo. I just believe in standing up for myself. This one woman, oh, hell no. Hell no. I'm not gonna say nothing else. Done. So I'm not gonna say nothing else. Not gonna say nothing else. All I'm gonna say is this. Some people will kill you and they mean it. And you better get good at realizing who will kill you and they mean it. Okay? I'm gonna say it that way. All right. Like Democrats and Republicans. Some people real true about we gonna extinct the hell out of you and we're gonna make you work and slave and your kids work and slave and die. We gonna make you the Rapa Nui, and they believe it. All right. We're gonna tax you on wood change and keep you building statues, and you gonna die. And Democrats and Republicans not a person. It's a system. It's a system. But it's a system that says I'm gonna murder you, and I think you should believe it. I think you should trust the science. I think you should trust the history. They're gonna extinct the human race, and they mean it. This is why I'm not watching the elections. I don't know. That's a system that does scare me. That is a system that wants to extinct all life on this planet. And you got people clapping and cheering for it. Cults. I just think that the people who made the original Moai, they left this for a reason. They told you we can make stuff this phenomenally fantastic, and we died. And the people came along, made the little low budget, bought me at the China market, the cheap Moai, the ones that came later. We made them, we died too. And then we come along. And we should be smart enough to say everybody, every single civilization that's ever existed on this planet all got murdered. How about we walk a different direction? All right. The men gonna learn today, yes they are, Courtney. All the men that's gonna engage in that conversation, I am not gonna be one of them. No, that's all the men got quiet. Lori said that. Look at that. I love I said that. That's so true. See, the men, you got smart men here. They ain't stupid. You ain't got the stupid men. No, you got the smart ones here. Like, nope, I know to shut up. You know, all these men here that have been married. They're not saying nothing. They just gonna sit right there. Nope, you gonna say something that's gonna make them. You're gonna say something that's gonna ruin their day. All right, men, you can talk again. I'm trying to get past the VJ comments. Oh Lord, the Sharon and the cranberries. And I shouldn't even know about cranberries, Sharon. That's the problem. I shouldn't even know about cranberries. I was eating some dry cranberries yesterday. I was sitting there, I was laying in the bed, Sharon. I was popping them in. I like the dehydrated cranberries. I'm like, I ain't getting no yeast infection today, baby. I shouldn't even know that. All right. Prince wrote that song for Shinehead O'Connor. Thank you, Susan. I'm not sure what car that is. Is G blushing? He is not blushing. He got brown skin. You ain't never gonna see him blush. He just know how to skip over. He been married. He know how to turn things off. He just turn it right off right there. I don't even hear you. I'm just moving right past the comments. True story, Kevin. Fact is, I was not welcome at my father's end of life ceremony for fear I would out him to the people who thought they knew who he was or knew his. Okay, what are y'all talking about? I'm not even sure what y'all. I don't know if all the YouTube comments are showing. You're answering Kevin. Fact is, I was not welcome at my father's end of life ceremony for fear I would out him to the people who thought they knew his cuckoo? Is that cuckoo? I'm not sure. I don't understand the hieroglyphics. Happy, upside down happy, and to me that says little mental illness was in there maybe. That's what I do sometimes when I make a post. If that's what you're saying, Citizen Deb, I believe in the truth. I believe in the truth, and I think at funerals we should tell the truth. I do. You know what? No, okay, let's be fair. Because people do stuff that really doesn't need to come out to the family just yet. They need to mourn. I think you should have a funeral for the family, and then you should have a funeral, the post-funeral party. Like, you know how after party, you got the after party, you need to have the funeral and the after funeral. And for the funeral, that's when everybody go, we hold hands, and we cry, we support each other. We gonna miss him. He's such a good man. He did John McCain and did this and did that, and George Bush, he was this and that. We gonna miss him. And it's true. It's true. George Bush fed his children. Damn it, I'm hearing some helicopters. Hang on. Turn that comedy off for a minute. See if I need to run. Hell no. I know it's FEMA Camp 12. If it's time to go, I need to know. That was a heavy helicopter. That was a military helicopter. Oh no, I got to know when to run. I don't even know what I was talking about. Yeah, hey, this is America. This is a police state. The Chinese ain't got to worry about no damn helicopters. I do. Shoot, when they come, that's it. Be a Red Dawn situation here in a minute. Oh yeah, at the funeral, right? The funeral and then after funeral. I think at the funeral, that's when you lie to everybody and you tell people what they need to hear because they need to move on. George Bush done took care of his kids. John McCain done took care. They was all great people. Hillary couldn't take. They was good people. Some people. And then after funeral, then you had to send the family home. Then you had a real honesty, and then you start telling everybody the real story. And real talk, environment makes people. I can't see what everybody's gonna send you. Environment makes people. I just wanna make sure I'm not misspeaking, Deb. Environment makes people. Their alien photos. Yeah, everybody should send me their alien photos and videos. That's a different topic, Citizen Deb. Everybody should. I like aliens and videos. We can do aliens and UFOs all day long. I don't do politics at all. But no, environment makes people. You know, and so when you look at someone's life, I think that you use that to determine, to learn from it. Like we need to learn from the Rapa Nui and Easter Island. We need to learn from people who died. Not everybody were angels. In fact, to be honest with you, ain't nobody an angel. No, and that's why you need a funeral for the family and the people that's gonna miss them. And then after the funeral, that's when the women who had the babies by the guy who was married and got the separate family in a different village, that's when they get to say their truth, you know, because a lot of people become people who shouldn't exist, right? But environment makes them. And a lot of people struggle with mental illness and we judge them. You know, it's like the guy raping the chicken. You know, that video, I hope, and I know somebody typed it in. I didn't want to see it, but we had to see it. We didn't know who we're sharing the planet with. You know, what in the world are we doing to make people want to do that to chickens? What do we do to people that create environments to send them on that psychopathic warrior gene spectrum to make them rape somebody or hurt their child or beat their child? Like, we need to know what we're doing to people. What's going to make them go to a school and take a gun and shoot a bunch of kids? It ain't the damn gun. We need to stop the stupid positions. I don't believe in stupid positions and ignorance. I believe we need to look at problems, determine from that life what happened. What did we do in the environment to make a monster of a human being? And we need to fix that so it doesn't happen again. I don't believe in fighting the gun and banning guns. That's stupid. I don't believe in, oh, he was a monster. He did this, that, and the other. No, he was a human being. He had an environment and it made him a monster. Anything else is just like, oh, so you're blaming that person. That's why I didn't blame the McCains. I don't blame the George Bushes. Because that's stupid. That's a sustainable cycle of making another psychopath. So I think we should have the funeral and then the post-funeral. And the post-funeral, we get to say what's true. So we can all learn. And the family can get a video and a post-video way down the road. Everybody, people are just people. That's all they are. You know, but that's what, That's that fake, crazy fantasy, fake world where we had to, oh, we talk about the good person. Gerard is a good person. No, Gerard ain't no good person. I've been with him his whole life. He ain't no good person. He tries. That's all he does. He tries. He doesn't try 100% of the time. He tries more now than he used to try. We're all just people. We become what we were made from our environment. Let me see. Oh, Lord, y'all still on cranberries. Hey, Yuli, good morning. Monkeys never use. Oh, Lord, baby, how y'all? Oh, my goodness. This is why y'all done chased them in. How far do I got to go now? Good morning, Terry. Good morning, Rosemary. I done went down to patriarchal, some squash. What the hell? See, both on, he didn't even say nothing. Hey, let me go find. I have to keep going down. Oh, my Lord. Oh, slippery. Oh, Lord. Hey, Katie. Hunter, will you pull us out? What? Y'all really was talking about it that deep? Oh my, no, Courtney, it's not a phobia. It's just, that's not public information. It's not a phobia. We love them things. We don't have a phobia. It's just not our information. And half of these men, they got somebody else. They got their name somewhere else. They can't talk about your phobia. Anyway, let me stop. Because they shared a video and like, what you doing on somebody live stream talking about some olive oil? It smell like some roses. What? No, that man wanted to get him something. These men ain't stupid. They know how to shut up. Shut right up. All right, if y'all could please stop talking about vaginas, we'd appreciate it. Thank you. I need my men commenting. Thank you. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. It's like going to the theater. Can you take your phone and close it up and turn it off so everybody can enjoy the movie? Like, we love those things, but we can't talk about them in public. Not these men. They got shackled. They're shackled. They can't do that. All right. Is it Thursday? Oh, it's Thursday. Don't miss the high wire. Thank you, Ivana. Ivana, pulling up. You got to pull it up. Pull up the conversation. I didn't know it was every Thursday. I didn't even know when Dell goes live. He just goes live and I post it. Y'all need to, if you haven't watched Dell Bigtree and the High Wire, you need to. He always has phenomenal content. Always, every time. All right. Let's see. Sorry, children should not be beaten. That just makes me sad. Been on the wrong side of the belt. Not many kids. I agree, Sharon. I agree you should not be beaten. I agree with that, because you sound like you done been through something. I should have been beat. I should have been beat. Sharon, literally. But see, my father knew how to beat me. Okay. My mama knew how to beat. Like, it was a difference. I think I'm not an anti-beater. I'm not a spoiled or raw spirit. I am look at your child and figure out how to raise them. And I think the majority of kids nowadays, they don't need to be beat. You don't need a belt, switch, thorns. You don't need none of that stuff my grandma used on me. You know, you can just take their smartphones. You can take their cell phones. We never had things like this. We had block trucks and metal trucks and dump truck toys. You know, you can take that away like, it's a block with some wheels on it, man. You're not hurting my feelings. We're gonna do it again. You know, I needed to get spanked. So that's my position. My position is I believe in let parents parent, Sharon. You know, but people have to think about what works. If you do something and it doesn't work, you got to do something different. You got to be like the CIA with your child. You have to understand that torture doesn't actually work, because after you do the torture, then they're like, ain't no thing. My father used to spank me, and at first it worked. It worked like hell. He knew what he was doing. He was in the military. It worked like hell. But my father, he didn't have a little belt. He had the big thick belt with that cowboy buckle thing. It wasn't no little piece of leather. It was a big old piece of pig. Where does leather come from? Pig, right? But I needed it. I was a bad kid. But he knew how to regulate. He knew how to get me scared as hell as a child. He knew how to get me. I didn't even want to see the body. The body of my father, this was a weapon. I didn't want to see it. Like, Daddy, close your hands, man. You scaring me. You scaring me. We at the fun park. And I see too much of the inside of that skin. I'm just getting twitches and stuff. If you teach a child at a young age that you are the authority, you don't ever have to spank them. I believe that when they're little, you can tap that bottom, you can tap the hand, and if you're good at it and they're not me, you don't ever have to touch them again. There's some kids you never have to touch. You just say, don't do that, and they listen. But then you got me. I needed it, Sharon. I needed all. I wrote my father a letter. Well, how old was I? I forgot how old I was. When I had my first child, I ain't gonna tell you that age because then they're gonna judge me, Sharon. I'm not a statistic in some ways. Some ways I'm a statistic. I wrote him a letter after I had my first son. And I just said, man, I understand. I appreciate, because I had my first son, Sharon. I was looking at this little piece of goo and snot and multicolored purple, and his head was kind of squished in a little bit. Sometimes he watched the video, but he looked like a little alien. He was all dried up and gnarly and crusty. Still had that little umbilical nasty thing hanging off. Oh, childbirth ruined men for a little while. It just ruins us for sex. It just totally. I pulled this thing out. Anyway, my whole world changed, Sharon. My whole world changed. I lived for me before that. And after I had that kid, I was like, man, I get it. Like, I'm a slave now. Like, this thing is gonna own me. It's cute and it's little. It got boo-boo and boogers and green stuff, purple stuff in his eyes and green stuff coming out his ears. And it changed my life nasty. He's a little nasty piece of snot. He changed my life nasty. What am I doing? This thing is cute when they clean it off and get some baby powder. I didn't stand a chance. I didn't stand a chance. When you have that child, a lot of parents, when you have these children, you're like, you know what? My whole world has just changed. Now this little thing is living in this evil world, and I have to protect it, and I have to teach it. It changed, and at that point, it's all about them. You know, but not all the parents get that, Sharon. Not all the parents get that. So I'm not like pro-beat. There's a difference between correcting your child and beating your child. Can I say it another way? I don't believe in beating your child. I believe in correcting your child. And you have to learn how to correct them in a way that doesn't hurt them, but educates them, teaches them. Because unfortunately, kids that don't follow the rules in the house, they will not respect the laws in the land. And you literally live in a police state. You literally live in a police state. You do, and this is serious for a minute. But you got these political parties and these politicians that don't give two damns. Black lives don't matter. White lives ain't never mattered. Purple lives, green lives, Christian lives, Democrat lives, Muslim lives, they don't mean a damn thing. The only thing that means something is green. And they ain't changing the police state. They built the police state. It's not the police. Police become psychopathic by environment. It's not the problem. The problem are the people writing the laws. And they ain't changed one law since all these kids been being shot in these streets. They don't care at all. At all. As George Carlin says, they own you. You have to teach your child by any means necessary to follow the laws. You need to teach them that. Until we have a free society, you have to teach them to follow these laws, or you're going to end up at a funeral. You're going to end up at an early funeral. Because these politicians don't care. They got signs and Sharpie, Black Lives Matter all day. They don't care. They ain't changed nothing. All right? Blue Lives Matter all day. Police getting shot too. You got certain neighborhoods, they shoot at the police. They see the car, they shoot. You know, but people don't like to talk about stuff like that. They like to pick a team and get to fighting. I'm interested in what's true. That's why I threw out all these identities. You need to raise your child and teach them everything you need to teach them to be functional in this society. That's all I'm saying. You need to teach them to be a good Babylonian. Teach them to go to school, get an education, learn conflict-based society. Learn how to get grades, beat out the poor kids that just ain't as educated, ain't got parents at home to provide a nice home environment. Do your homework. Teach them to go to school, get that degree, become a Babylonian, and use what they have to help everybody they can. But you got to teach them to get there. Everybody on the bottom is going to get killed or be thrown into slavery. So yeah, I believe in correcting children. I don't believe in beating children. I think most kids nowadays, you don't have to spank. But I think if you early on teach them to respect the rules in the house, you will never have to heavy hand them later. You know, every time I see older parents who are like really, because the older they get, the more that butt fat it does. That's the problem. It's butt fat. The butt get thick, and then people start to hit harder and harder and harder and harder. And after a while, the kids, they feel it, and I think that evolves into smacking and hitting and stuff like that. For me, the last spanking I got, Sharon, I don't know how we got into this topic, but my father put me through a wall. I laugh about it. It's hilarious. It's not hilarious for other people, but he had to. My head was way too big. I was a chubby kid, a little big, and I was almost as tall as my father. Had a lot more fat than he did. I was playing football. I thought I could stand up to this military dude. And he did what he's supposed to do. He prayed to Jesus. He said, Jesus, not Christ Anderson, the real Christ, Yeshua. He said, Yeshua, what do I do with this boy? This boy don't never listen to me. He think he try to get away with everything. He'll never do his homework. He think that he God himself. He think he's spiritual. He don't even go to church half the time. He lies and he takes toys into church, Yeshua. Takes them into church and plays with them on the second pew. And like the pastor can't even see him. Pastor having meetings with me because your son making noises in church playing in it, and everybody else just trying to get to heaven. What am I supposed to do with this kid? And one day, I know what my father told me to do. I was about 13 or 14, Sharon, and I stood up to him. Man, you ain't gonna tell me what to do. My whole life changed that day. It's like when I had a baby. It's like when I had my first son. That man picked me up and just shoved me through in the ground. Like I told this story before. Y'all heard this story before. He knew where the studs were because he put the wall. He built his house. He and his brothers got together. They built the house. This is back when men were men, not the little girls we are now. He knew exactly where the studs were. And he loved me enough, Sharon, that he made sure I only went through the drywall. He made sure that it was the drywall because the stud ended up in the hospital and he got to talk to Child Protective Services. He didn't want to talk to them. He'd have sent me that way. He was a tough generation. They was a tough generation. And I was so thankful he put me through the drywall, not the studs. I was so thankful and I appreciate it all the time because my life changed that day. And I realized you could be big, that don't mean nothing. That mean you know, that mean you know how to fight. Like the one woman that scares the hell out of me. The shame that some of y'all know her, I'd never say that name. Let me stop. All right, and some people mean it. Some people play with you. Other people ain't playing with you. They ain't playing. My father was not playing with me. You gonna listen to what I say, otherwise the police gonna murder you later. You gonna listen to what your mother says, and if not, we gonna step up the punishment. My kids, I couldn't really spank them. My kids, they're too smart. My kids, they're like Sharon. Oh, we on kids now. They were like little velociraptors. Them kids think too damn much. That's why I'm happy I'm getting them out the house. They always up to something. They think too much. I had to, they didn't care. They ain't care nothing about no spanking. They ain't care nothing about no taking stuff from them. They ain't care nothing about that. The good thing is though, I think I kind of did the spanking right. I messed up a little bit, but I think I mostly got it right. Because after maybe the age of 8, 9, 10, unfortunately my kids would call me when I lie because they know I lie. They know daddy lied. Daddy's not God. No, daddy is not God. And daddy make all kind of mistakes. Yeah, right around, I guess around 10 or something. That might have been the last spanking. And I was probably with the older one. The other ones got it by then. After that point, they just became little sneaky bastards. They were like, all right, well, we ain't gonna do nothing to get spanked. And I would take things away from them, you know, because you don't spank a child for grades, stuff like that. They didn't mess up on their grades. I take the cell phone away and they just learn to deal with torture. They learn to tolerate it. And after about, you know, a month of my son not having a cell phone, it's like, all right, I realized I really don't need this. And he'd go back to doing whatever he was doing. You know, torture only works as if you listen to your CIA. It only works if you don't do it. It's the fear of the torture that works. It's the fear of taking the cell phone that works. It's the fear of taking the small electronics, the laptop. The fear of not going to the dance is what will make your kid do their homework and study for the test. You actually do it, they stay at home from the dance like, yeah, you know what, I can't really dance anyway, and I really didn't miss too much. I got Instagram and Facebook. I'm looking on there, I see everybody with, okay, so that's it. Kids get used to torture. All right, I'm done with that. All right, Gerard is gonna do his own eulogy. Let's check out y'all's comments. Will I do my own eulogy? Yeah, I probably will. That come to think of it, Bo, fine, because I don't trust nobody to do that. I don't trust it. I was thinking about that the other day, Bo. I was like, you know, I want to do a death video. Because death videos are cool. Like, you know how the rich people do it? where they'll make a video and like after they die, they're talking to everybody and like, I guess I don't know if they redo, how do you redo death videos every other month or once a year or something, keep them fresh? Because then you tell people all the things you want to know you did, but you speaking from heaven. Bo, right, he ain't lying on that. He's right. He's so right. He'll probably do a meme one. I want to do my own eulogy. I want a big screen that come. Cause you tell me that ain't cool. You're dead. You done came back from the dead on the flat screen that we done stole from Yemen and Afghanistan and all over Africa, all those minerals. You come back on that screen and you start telling everybody, I loved you and I missed this and you take care of that and I didn't mean this when I said that and I always try to stay on you because I loved you and blah, blah, blah. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I wish I could do that. All right. Unfortunately, when my Homeland Security come to murder me, I probably won't get much notice. So when I get Bob Marley foot casting, I just probably start coughing or something, Bofon. I probably won't even, they ain't gonna send me an email, let me know ahead of time. Like, all right, finally, he didn't say enough. Yeah, finally, yeah, I know. We gave him a chance. It's not like we ain't give him a chance. We told he could be a Democrat or Republican. We didn't told him, you could be an American if you want. You could be a Christian, you could be Muslim, you could be black. Damn it, we'll let you be your Irish white heritage. We'll let you be your Cherokee. We'll let you be any of that. But this whole peace stuff, we ain't getting down with that. That's domestic terrorism. This whole free the planet, free energy, don't blow up kids. Yeah, we're not gonna let you do that. We don't let you save us so much, then you're gonna get foot cancer, and we're gonna prove to everybody, being a vegetarian doesn't mean you ain't gonna die of cancer. We're gonna Steve Jobs you and Stephen Hawking you. Yeah, I believe that. I don't think that they died on no accident. Right after Stephen Hawking said Mo was an old alien spacecraft, he died. He had a team working on it to try to decode, and he died. And then Steve Jobs, when he said he had nothing to do with your AI, he died. Martin Luther King started standing up for poor white kids and the Vietnam kids and the black kids, he died. This is what happens. This is what happens to you. You get cancer whenever you stand up for everybody. That's just, you get cancer or ALS or something, but your life expires when you actually start to help people. I'm dead, but self-identity is living. Is that like a war thing, Beaufort? When you go into war, they say you're dead and you need to fight for life. That was a gladiator speech. I don't know if that's what we're saying. All right, let me do the last couple comments. I gotta go. All right, the current system is reliant on the creation of monsters. It is how it feeds, sustains itself, and reproduces. Yes, it is true. Very true news, Trish. People don't believe that. They think their monsters are cuddly and friendly, and that's why they're voting for them. Oh Lord, we back on cranberries again. What is wrong with y'all? No, I seen somebody mention some boobs. What is wrong with y'all? Oh Lord, that's Stacy here. Here it comes. No, we not, listen y'all, we pulling up, we like one day we not talking about that stuff. One day we gonna have a grown-up conversation without a grown-up conversation. By the way, who laughs last has outlived your past. So suck it. Man, I don't know. No, who laughs last has outlived. I don't know, Patricia. I don't know that's true. That's funny, but it ain't true. I think the people who die first laugh. Because the people who die first, they know everything. After you die, you return to that wave energy soul thing. You know everything. You got it. You figured it out. You won. It's a race. Everybody still here stupid. We fighting climate change with attacks. We still got to sit here and listen to how a wall's going to keep us safe. It's the people who leave, they know everything. Like, oh, we didn't figure it out. Oh, look at that. Look at Donald Trump lying behind the scenes. Oh, look at that. He making all that money. He'll be a trillionaire. Look at that. Look at all that money Obama making. Oh my God, he done made all that money. They think he a millionaire. He a billionaire. Like the people who die, they already know it. Look, they know time, past, present, future. They know everything. They know the exact date we all gonna die. Like, yep, they all gonna die on 2043 at 2:15 p.m. on February the 14th. That's when the last human gonna die. They tried to tax climate change and the asteroid disagreed. But they won. They stopped the climate. That was good of them. But boy, right after that, the zombies started walking. All right. Goodness gracious. Hey, good morning, Nikki. It's been a minute. Good morning, Nikki. Yeah, Christ needed her butt whooped, she said. That's not surprising, Christ. You didn't even have to post that. You know what? you could have kept that one to yourself because you didn't have to tell nobody. She bad as hell. Between Christ, Courtney, Beaufont, a couple of these people. Lori run with them, but Lori is nice. I'm getting to know people on here, but Christ, you ain't have to post that. Hell no. If I had a Christ as a child, child protection be on the phone every day. We'd have morning meetings. They didn't even come for my kids. They just be Christ is your child. We want every day, every morning, 9:13 in the morning. Got a teleconference. What she do, I know. Yeah, listen. Yeah, you spank. I'm spanking her, but you're not breaking the flesh. Now I ain't breaking the flesh, but she up to that same thing. She She don't like no authority. She thinks she ran things from birth. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at Christ. That's how I was too. I'm still looking for the doctor. And hit me when I came out, made me cry. I don't believe in authority at all. And that's why my father had to spank me. I'm glad he did. Otherwise, I'd be robbing you right now. Right? I felt it well. Right? I felt it well up in me. I decided the buck stopped with me. Sharon, I'm not sure what we're talking about. I'm a little scared to even engage in that. I'm not sure if that's on the JJ or the beaten thing. I'm just not going to touch it. I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment. I'm just going to scan down and push down the comments. Yeah, so that's what it was. I just saw Sharon's next. Gerard said he had a particularly hard head. I still don't even know what we're talking about, Sharon. I have no idea. I'm just going to keep moving. I still don't know because that could apply to both situations. All right, here we go. Now, Beaufont, say something. My girlfriend made her sons hold up soup cans outstretched in front of them for like a minute or two. Whoa, whole standing on the tippy toes. That's deep, Beaufont. That's deep. That's like that do stuff that suck every day. That's a good one too, because you teach them and get them biceps, and it hurts after a while. That's actually a great punishment. You know what? You're nailing something with that. Your girlfriend is smart. Did she get rid of you? That's smart. That's actually intelligent. Like getting them to do physical exercise is a great thing. Make them run around the house. You know what? You tell your girlfriend, Beaufont, that I wish I knew her 20 years ago. Because that's what I would have done. Like imagine your punishments help your kids. That's powerful. Sharon, did you hear that? That's powerful. Make them run around the house, run laps or whatever. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. My mother was kind of on that a little bit, Beaufont, but it was more cleaning the house. You were bad, you had to stay in on Saturday while everybody else out playing. You had to clean the house so she didn't have to. Yeah, that worked too. That worked too. Ain't nothing a man want to do, clean no damn house. Well, some men. Other men like to clean. I don't like to clean. I clean my house when it's time for company. That's when it's time for the house to get cleaned. That's why you got mice. I said it was just in the workshop. And if it wasn't, I'd be lying to you. I ain't gonna tell you the truth. Yeah, I clean out when it's time for people to come over. My house is an organized mess. That's what it is. It's always right at that level. I find out somebody coming, I can kind of take some drawers off the window and move this, get some socks, move that, close that, shove that under the bed, and it's presentable. It's presentable. The men don't like no damn cleaning. Women like, we know. You ain't gotta tell us. We know. They married too. Or they married. I ain't married. I rode that bus. I rode that bus. Yeah, I should have been on the short one. I shouldn't have been on the long one. I got on the wrong bus. Words. Use words, not cruelty. Amen, Lori. Use words, not cruelty. It's a good idea to use words. Use words, use things that uplift them. Like that's what the smartest parents probably do is they figure out a way to uplift their children in their punishment. So the punishment really isn't a punishment. It's a way of uplifting and teaching and helping to clean the house. Helping them to take in positive habits and running and exercise, stuff like that. That's a great idea. Hopefully you don't get rid of her, Bo. She probably would keep you behind every good man is a good woman. This is true. And behind every good man is another good man. That's true too. And behind every true woman is another woman. And that's true too. You gotta make sure. And behind every true good man is a chicken too. And that's... There's a donkey, a sheep. Can we stop, y'all? We need to stop. Can we stop? Go find yourself a robot or something. Go find a hole something. You don't need to be screwing no damn shit. This is crazy. I think there's a scripture in the Bible that probably says when humans start screwing chickens, that's when you know that you need to stop and go the other way. We went this way too long. Oh Lord, today is 2/20/2020, or outside the abnormal US is 20/02/2020. Oh Lord, Deborah, you right as hell too. I don't know what it means. I like numerology, Deborah, because I think there's something to it. I don't like it because I do think math probably is the language of the universe, and it's, let me see. My eulogy better be performed in memes. It will be both fine. Your eulogy will be a whole list of memes. And that's the fun thing too, is if you're privileged enough to like laugh and have a good life and fun, I think people think back at you and they think about how you enjoyed life and you had a good time. And that's really what funerals really should. It should be a celebration of life. I totally agree with that. But you got to be a nice person, people, for that to happen. You have to be a nice person. People have to enjoy being around you. Try to carve out a life for yourself where you're not as aggressive and angry and upset and strung up. Like you know, try to be a good person. You know, the only reason they can't kick me off, well, they can kick me off of Facebook. I ain't gonna say that. They can kick me any day they want to. It ain't my platform. It belong to them. Is I got smart A's all over. All over my platform. Something about smart A's. I love smart A's. Smart A's and Jack A's. I love them when they mean it in a positive way. That's why I always tell people to read my profile before you send me a friend invite. Just check it out first. These people love you, but they are smart. They are smart as hell. If you had a belt, you'd want to beat the hell out of them. You know, but they make me laugh, and that's the fun part. They make me laugh at myself. They make me laugh at them. They make me laugh at other people trying to be serious because they know they're hypocrites. Comedy is the best way out. That's why I like Facebook. People, I see all these posts, we need to take a break from Facebook. I love Facebook because I'm surrounded by smart behinds. And it's a good thing. You're supposed to laugh in the end of the world. The world gonna end one day. You don't have to be upset all the way up to the last day. Last day you're gonna be a little sad. You're gonna have a few emotions. The last day you see asteroids and comets and things blowing up, and you see neighbor down the street fly out the house. You're gonna be sad on the last day. You don't have to be sad the day before. The day before you can make some jokes, you can make some memes. All right, that's a great idea. Everyone should do a video to be played at the funeral. I think it is, Nikki. After my pop died, we ran into a note. He wrote us a note. And it was so healing and beautiful. You don't even have to make a video. Just make a note. Just make a letter. And leave it on one of your laptops that you ain't got the naked pictures on. Just leave it on the leave it on one of them laptops. You can share the password with everybody. You know, so they can go find it. Read the letter. Not your pornography. Like, oh my God. All right. We got some secrets. G's gonna dead stream during his funeral. Isn't that called dead streaming? And let us comment. Patricia, I am. I'm a dead stream. I'm gonna hunt all y'all. Every last one of y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know when the CIA finally come for me and give me ear cancer, nose cancer, testicle cancer, whatever that cancer they want to give me. On my tax dollars that I paid for. When they finally want to fly that UFO out there, that free energy Space Force technology, like, we don't know what happened to Gerard Hay. He was asleep in the night and the UFO came and abducted him and grabbed him and ripped off his clothes, shoved things in his butt and his ear and dropped him off and just dropped him to too high of a height. Landed on the roof. They did not put him back in. The aliens killed him. It's Space Force on my tax dollars. When that happens, I'm haunting everybody because it would be fun. How fun it'd be if Beaufont, he write these memes, he make a every time Beaufont opens the closet door, I'm gonna slam it shut. He's gonna open the door. Every time he turns on the light, I'm gonna make it do like Stranger Things. I'm gonna follow y'all with lights. Every time you walk up the street, I'm gonna make the light in front of you go out. And then come back on when you pass it. I am. Because it'll be fun. It's good to let people know from the life beyond there's more. Life doesn't stop here. Life doesn't stop here. Life keeps going. You're supposed to come back and haunt people. I know ghosts are real. I have a ghost. I literally have a ghost in my house. He's a good ghost though. He's not like I think most ghosts, and I don't think ghosts are real anyway. When you die, you just rejoin the consciousness. You're phased out of dimension or something. You know, it's like this, my theory, I got a theory on plants. I think all plants make psychedelics, all of them. I think all plants make DMT, all plants make all of that, because it's how they communicate. It's nothing fantastic, it's just they all do. And you get that plant, you take that chagooba booba, mushroom, or whatever that drug it is you drinking and smoking, shoving in your anus. People put cocaine everywhere, it amazes me. Anyway, when you take it, it phases what you can see. And you're starting to phase in some sort of realm or slightly phased dimension or something that plants talk to each other and have conversations with other plants of their type. I think every single plant, if studied, will make some sort of psychedelic, because otherwise no reason for that compound to be there. It's some sort of communication device. Plants don't have a brain. We know they have a brain, but we can't find the brain. So obviously the brain is not phased in a way that you can see it. It's slightly phased in a slightly different dimension, probably to protect it. You know, it's like, why you got this hard head? Behave, Sharon. Why you got this big hard cranium to protect your brain? That's why your body it evolved to do that, to protect your thought, where your greatest tool is. That Americans don't ever want to use no more. Plants did that. They evolved to phase wherever their thoughts are coming from in a slightly different dimension. When you eat that plant, eat that mushroom or whatever, you phase into where they communicate, and nothing makes any sense to you, and your brain is trying to represent all the things it sees that make no damn sense, because you're in a place where plants are communicating with each other or you or whatever, but I think that's where their brain is. And it could just be one brain and all rice plants talk to one rice brain. I don't know. That's my theory. And to me, it kind of makes some sense. And I think when you have that psychedelic trip, you're not tripping. You're just tripping over what you're seeing that you can't explain or understand because you've never been phased out that way. And I think when you die, that's probably where you go to. Call it heaven, multi-phase, or there are multiple dimensions. But plants figured out a way to communicate with each other because they can't move. They don't have arms, legs, whatever, and they have to evolve and live on a planet where everything has arms, legs, mouths, and want to eat them. Now we got alarms going off, helicopters flying over. This might be the last video, yo. This might be it. This is America. Ain't no Safeway in America. We was talking about grocery stores the other day. All got poisoned food. Ain't no Safeways. It might be called Safeway, but it ain't safe. Brother Adam, good morning. All right, I moved down the comments. There you go. You don't like cranberries? I love cranberries, Nikki. That's what I was saying. I was in the bed eating dried cranberries the other day. Cranberries or dingleberries? Take your pick. Yeah, both fine. Let's just only do cranberries. Let's stay to the food kingdom for most people. That might be food for some people. Not everybody. Not everybody that kind of freaky. Good morning, Jeannie. Good morning. I gotta go. Christine. This is our live cast. I know it's your live cast, both mine. I know that. Y'all have to tell me that. I know who this belongs. I know who the boss is. We ain't got no bosses here. I'm just the one stupid enough to be on camera. Embarrassing my whole family and myself. Now, that's the funny part. I can't even embarrass myself. Ooh, what's going on YouTube? Fulfillment occurs when he experienced an alignment of our physical reality, emotional experience, and spiritual discernment. Yes, absolutely. I know that meditation is a key, but I am not certain that meditation is just one thing. I believe the way to meditate might be favoring a mind state that is achievable by different ways and means. Absolutely, Citizen Dev, absolutely. And that's what shamans say. That's what a lot of you don't need psychedelics. You don't need those compounds to engage other frequencies or dimensions. Some people do it by meditation. But I think, the psychedelics are a tool because we live in a time where most people don't have the peace and calm. They got too much drama and stress and problems and boyfriends and cheating friends and drama and work and slavery and aggression and bills. And, you got too much in your mind. They can't have a stillness of mind. They can't have it still themselves. That's why I think psychedelics, to a degree, probably help them do that and tune into something. But they're still a tool. Like I said, I still agree that all politicians need to get high on live television. Just make sure you use coconut oil, Gerard. I do. I use coconut oil. I make my own lotion, Sharon. I use coconut oil, shea butter, and I mix in other essential oils. They did when parents, but I don't put it. All right, let me stop. They did when parents told their kids to go up, play outside to expand their energy. I actually punished my kids there was a time when my kids didn't want to leave the house because the inside games were too much fun. Because my kids were in a separate house, so they got too many damn toys. Spoiled as all hell. Because the grandparents on this side bought them everything. Grandparents on that side bought them everything. Their uncles and aunts and me and their mama and all their step friends. Everybody bought them. They had so many damn toys. They didn't even want to go outside. They hated outside. So Megs, I punished them by making them go outside. I actually made them go outside and I locked the door. And I said, go outside and play. They went outside. My son still tell the story today. Man, that time Dad locked us out. Yeah, I did lock you out. It was a punishment. You need to go outside and get some fresh air. You didn't make too much noise. All right. I never wanted to go home as a kid. Deborah Chandler wants you to unblock her. Uh-oh, what happened? Ooh, Beaufont. Beaufont blocked somebody. Beaufont. You need to listen to your girlfriend more often. I still don't, but I got a few people blocked. Not many, like 2 or 3. I need to go through my block. I think I got 2 or 3 people I blocked, and I think I need to unblock them. I don't believe in leaving people blocked. And that's partially a lie. All right, anyway, go think about what you did. Then come out the room so we can talk. Yes, that works too, Nora, because they want to interact. The kids will be downstairs and play with the other kids. You send them to your room. I used to hate that. Go to your room. I didn't like go to your room. I didn't like it until I got aquariums. When I got aquariums, I went to my room. I didn't care. Go to your room. All right. I go to my room, start feeding my fish. I had all kind of shrimp. I had all kind of stuff up there. I had the snapping turtles and snakes and stuff. I didn't care. I went right to my room. Okay. I ain't gonna change. I was obstinate. I just didn't like authority. I don't know how my parents made it. Asking for a friend, literally. It's good to have friends, Lori. We should all ask for friends. Everybody wants to have a friend. Well, Facebook is weird, get people twitchy, myself included. Yeah, oh yes, Deborah. What y'all talking about? People do get twitchy, but that's what Facebook does it to you. Everybody's aggressive, got on avatars, say things they would never say in public. So yeah, it's a weird thing. I made a deal with my kids. If they told me the truth about what they did and talked about what they did, there would be no punishment. If they lied, the punishment would be doubled. It taught them the benefits of telling the truth. I did too, Susan, and it mostly worked. I'm not saying it totally worked. It mostly worked. My rule with that, Susan, was, now we must have read the same book or something. If you tell me what happened, no one gets in trouble. That was my rule. And so when I came home, something was busted. There needed to be a line of little snotty kids at the door telling me what happened. And if they told me what happened, we're all good. Try to hide it, it's a problem. And so that way it was good. And you also could tell on your brother. If you tell on your brother, you don't get in trouble. I use that one too. I did both of them. I was kind of like the deep state. I had the in the public. Yeah, if everybody tells everybody we're all okay. And I quietly told each other to them. If you tell on your brother, you don't get in trouble. Doesn't even matter if you was involved. Doesn't even matter what you did. You tell me what happened. And it was a good thing because then it taught them honesty is the best policy, which I think ended up okay. I think it ended up okay. That's a good thing too. Like, move in. I gotta go. Move there. Yes, ghost visit from the aunties. Yes, I think that's true, Nora. I think they come and visit and switch frequencies, and that just switches the dimension. Like, it was weird and creepy as a kid, and when you don't like think about the science of it and the plausibility and the ancient scriptures and texts and what they try to explain. But I think we're just phased. We're just in this phase right now. When you die, you go to that energy in another phase. And it's just a phase thing. Some people probably get stuck in the phase. Some people imprint on furnitures and mirrors and stuff. And it's not creepy. I just think it's all just energy. Everybody's wave energy. I only block one person ever. Lots of laughter. Yes, Lori, I know this. And I know exactly who it is. And I don't think he's here this morning. I know exactly who it is too. Yep, I know exactly who it is. Because it was some drama. Oh, was it drama? We learned from that though. It was a great thing. We dealt with it as a family. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I had to take a hard line stance and it wasn't popular. I don't block people. The only time I block people is if you really don't want to be a part of the discussion. But you can block anybody you want, and it's important for you to do that. And the good thing is, without putting any names out there, is the person in question that we're talking about, who's not here. I don't think he's here. He's changed. He's changed. He used to be a hot mess ×2, and now he's getting better. And I think that's what happens. I think we all replicate our environment. And Facebook used to be just really knock out, drag out, nasty, foul, funky, just whatever. He ain't perfect. He still got some challenges. He came from a rough place. Rough people from rough places tend to talk rough. Others envelop love and whatever and peace and everything. But then when you get those two people together, one from a rough place that's embracing love and light, another from a rough place that's still rough, then bad things happen. People get their feelings hurt. That's why it's important for people to block. But I don't block anybody because I'm here to be social. I'm here to be social. I'm here to learn from people. And that's all you can do is love people. Love people and fix the environment. Love people and fix the environment. I don't believe in hate speech. I've never heard hate speech ever in my life. I hear speech that's created by environments. You know, I've never seen something horrible on Facebook that should never be posted. Everything should be posted, in my opinion. Everything in the world, everything that's real, from bombed up kids to guys raping chickens to abuse. We need to see what it looks like, because we change when we see it. When we see a child who was beat to hell by their parent or beat to hell by their stepfather or somebody else, guess what? We act. We change, because it's hard to look at. That's why, remember we had the whole Yemen picture thing? Who set that up? Was that Sister Maria, Sarah? Somebody set that up where we changed our profile pictures to Yemen and true community got divided.
I'm not gonna be your friend because you have a picture of kids from Yemen and you're trying to use that to change my behavior. You're gaslighting me.
I was like, yep. I sure am. The world gaslights. You gotta see real and truthful things, because you change when you see that. I hate it. I hate seeing horrible things. I hate seeing kids being hurt, but it changed me. That's why I'm not interested in your elections, because I know what happens when I vote. It's probably gonna happen when I don't vote, but I'm not gonna be a part of it. I'm not gonna be a part of it. I love kids. Kids are the most beautiful thing on this planet, as monkeys go. As monkeys go. We're not supposed to be here. Earth does not love us. This is Easter Island. We have limited resources and an exploding population, and if we don't get on a boat and make the Battlestar Galactica get the hell out of here, we all gonna die. But as our ignorance goes, the most beautiful among us are children. And I hate to see children get hurt. That's the one time you probably gonna get me in a prison. I see somebody beating some kid or something around. It's gonna be a problem then. I hold back for all kinds of things, and I use critical thought for everything I can. But there's one thing I never do. I never sit there and let you beat the hell out of a child. Nope, that's when I'm supposed to check out. That's what the eulogy is for. That's when you supposed to, no. I'm just not that. I wasn't raised in that type of world where you sit there and you let a man beat a woman. Mm-mm. That's the weird thing about my kids. My kids probably think I'm a freak. Daddy had 82 girlfriends. No, he didn't. Daddy had friends who were women who were being beat up by their boyfriends and husbands. And some of them stayed for a day, night, whatever, just get a break. That's just how we've always been. You know, that's our family. That's our culture. We don't stand around and just watch. We are not a call to police family, and we never will be. That's not my culture. We do what we're supposed to do, because you're a man, you got a bigger stature, and your strength is never for hurting a child, and it damn sure ain't never to hurt your wife. Your strength is to protect your family. If you see a man that doesn't seem to know that, doesn't seem to get it, it was raised in an environment that flipped the warrior genes and made them use their strength and aggression to hurt somebody that's weaker than them, you're supposed to put them in their place. That's how that works. Bullies get bullied. Pushers get pushed. And that's how the world works. It's an education system. Destruction is an education step. It's an educational step. How Ty said earlier, destruction, it brings forward creation. You know, you look at the Moai, try to wrap all this back around and end this. You look at the Moai. There are ancient civilizations that have existed since the beginning of time on this planet, and they all went extinct, and they all had a pyramidal type leadership structure. They all had what we have. Something we call a government that's an ignorant. It's a thing. People aren't supposed to have power. When you have power over other people, you can make them build statues and destroy all the wood till extinction. You can make them work in banking and government and military and police and office workers and fast food. You can give them all these jobs that are destroying everything on the planet, and they'll keep doing it to the end. Because people in power do powerful things. And nobody can. We need a flat earth. We need the earth to be equal. We need equality across everybody. Nobody has any power. I believe in sovereignty. I think human beings are sovereign. Nobody has a right to over you for anything. No system at all, ever. Direct democracy with sovereignty. I believe in that. You know, the earth needs to be flat. It's not flat, it needs to be flat. But anyway, I got a question anyway. I got a whole bunch of flat earther friends, because I got all kinds of friends. I got the Bigfoot friends, I got Loch Ness Monster friends, I got KKK friends, I got Black Panther friends, I got all kinds of friends. You learn from people. They're just people. They were just people put in an environment, and then something, because of the experiences they had, ended up making sense to them. And it could be a bad thing, but the environment is very real, and we won't ever learn how to change the environments until we listen to the people. That's what I'm saying. There's no such thing as hate speech. But for you flat earthers, what y'all gonna do when the poles shift? Has anyone addressed that? Is there good? Because I got great answers. I look at flat earth stuff all the time. I think y'all are fun. They ain't lying about everything. They're not lying about NASA lying. They ain't lying about NASA can't find life any damn where. It's life ever. It's literally life falling from space into our atmosphere, and they still can't find it. What y'all gonna do when the pole shift? Have y'all got together, had a meeting, anything like that? Figure out, because if the earth is flat and y'all flip that mother over, where y'all going? You can't go nowhere. We all gonna die. What did they address pole shift theory? If they didn't address pole shift, we got a problem. Houston, we got a problem, because if it get turned over and the turtles, what the turtles gonna do? Because if the earth is flat and it's on the turtles gonna be on top of the earth. You ain't gonna make it. Anyway, I gotta get him because he's powerful. And then they wrote this song, which is beautiful. What's this called? Free the people. People gotta be free. Can y'all hear that? Is that loud enough? I want you to listen to the whole thing. Don't go nowhere till you hear it.
Break the chains that bind you. Do you want to set the world free? Have perfect harmony. Isn't it time for that? Do you want to free the people? Do you want to free free the people and Mother Nature too?